What it is, guys? It's your boy BlastphamousHD, and for the longest time, you guys have been asking me to check out scary videos. Make sure to put in the comment section down below the scariest video you think you've ever seen, and I'll react to that mug. I'm gonna be looking through the comments. So if you guys want to watch the original video, the link's gonna be in the description down below. Let go. This shouldn't give me nightmares.
Number 15. A driver in Singapore thinks they have a clear lane ahead when something to the right startles them badly enough to make them lay on their horn. The pale outline of a woman appears to be perfectly balanced on the center divider. While this could just be a person trying to cross a busy road, the driver is convinced that they've seen a ghost. Even if this is a person and not a spirit, I really don't know why they would choose to cross this section of the road. Aside from heavy traffic, there's really nothing but a tall hill on the other side, and no discernible buildings of any kind. Number 14. This video was taken just outside of the notoriously haunted Dover Castle in England. A large dark form slowly walks across an entranceway and soon attracts the attention of a security guard patrolling nearby. The guard walks over to investigate, and the shadow silently passes beneath his feet without detection.
Bro, that's real! These is real! I was hoping they would be fake. I know it's real because I got goosebumps.
Normally, I'd say this could have been some sort of technical malfunction with the CCTV equipment itself, but watching the security guard walk to the exact same spot makes me think otherwise. Number 13. This nanny cam video supposedly originates from somewhere on the deep web. A girl is singing to herself while playing when suddenly she is interrupted by a low growl off screen. She lowers her guard and resumes playing, and that's when something unspeakable happens to her. An impossibly long arm reaches out and snatches the girl with inhuman speed. Her short, terrified scream is interrupted by a sickening crunch. I sincerely hope, for the sake of all humanity, that this video is not real. Number 12. A Facebook...
That is literally the stuff of nightmares. Golly, man, that's not okay.
In Tlalnepantla, Mexico is walking down the street when he discovers a missing section of a wall and takes a look inside.
No! No! No!
The hollow dungeon-like area is filled with what appears to be stacks of caskets. Whether the caskets were filled or not is anyone's guess. But the point is, why would this area be sealed away underneath a highway overpass? Also, why was this section of wall broken? Maybe it broke from the inside by someone trying to free themselves. Who knows what other secrets could be hidden under there? Number 11. A YouTuber named 23rd SAS is messing around with his phone and recording his house. Then the video goes from pretty goofy to terrifying in a matter of seconds.
This is my mommy's room. This is downstairs. Oh my god.
I guess this could be fake and the shadow is just one of his friends, but as many people in the comments section have pointed out, there's something about his reaction that seems realistic.
Oh my god.
Number 10. Two friends are...
Damn that. You can have the house. It's all you. No. Damn the rent. Damn whoever here. I'm out.
A discussion in a car late one night when something unusual and alarming makes them give pause.
So I can see like, oh no, there's a street lights.
Okay, that's a bit scary.
Yeah.
That's a bit scary.
That is very scary.
That's
Alright.
Sitting motionless in the middle of the road is what appears to be a pale, almost translucent child, silently regarding them with a blank, featureless face. The two friends ask no questions and immediately get away from the scene before anything else can happen. They weren't sure what to make of this child at the time, but they later suspect that it was in fact an unfriendly spirit waiting for them. If this is not a paranormal encounter, then I think this child was perhaps being used as a distraction for a highway ambush, so it's a good thing they got out of there instead of leaving their car to investigate. Let me know what you would have done in this situation.
I'd have sped up. Speed bump! Yeah, I'm saying
Number 9. One day, a lot of people in Cornwall, Australia, all saw the exact same UFO and live streamed it on social media. The grayish UFO seemed to dematerialize and reappear before their very eyes.
What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Was it Independence Day? Oh my God, it's real!
All 3 of those videos were posted within 10 minutes of each other by people
It's not fake! Oh, I wish it was!
who had never met before. The next day, the strange UFO was back for its second appearance. These videos were taken on July 17th and July 18th of 2017. The shimmering UFO has not been reported since. Number 8. This video of an airplane cabin was taken by the supervisor of a Mexican airline called Aeromexico. I'm not sure why he was called on board to investigate, but he seems to move slowly and use caution. He's steadily creeping down the aisle when something grabs his attention from behind. His flashlight beam focuses on the far end of the plane. He thinks that he's all alone, but then something proves him absolutely wrong.
No! No! No. Alright, man, if I had a pistol on me, I'd unloaded every shot into whatever that was. Nah, I don't care if it's a person. Yeah, it's a prank. You just got pranked. Blah blah blocka blocka blocka. I'm Waka Flocka in that one. Waka Flocka Flock. No.
A solid figure without a face leans into the doorway and silently observes him. The supervisor takes off before we get a chance to see what it was. If this is real, then I'm curious as to how this mysterious creature managed to get off this plane.
It's a chupacabra. Mexican, I don't.
Number 7. A motorcyclist named Motor 2 Wrist is biking through India when he misses his turn and gets lost. Now it's threatening to rain and his bike's narrow high beams are his only source of light. Motor 2 Wrist is already close to losing his composure when he sees something that pushes him completely over the edge. Some stranger rushes at him from the side of the road. Keep in mind that it's 10 at night and there's apparently no villages around for miles. The pedestrian would have to be out of their mind to travel down a dark road in bad weather without so much as a flashlight to guide their way. Moto to Wrist is positive that he's seen a ghost and quickly speeds off, though it might have been someone in distress. We'll never know what the situation was for sure, but I'd like to get your opinion nonetheless.
No new friends. No new friends. Drake said it best. Yeah, I mean, whatever you got into that's got you in that situation, why would I want the same thing for me? You know what I'm saying?
Number 6. A YouTuber named Dylan HD decides to explore an abandoned house with some friends. The home still has some furnishings, including a wall full of creepy paintings of children. The far end of the house is completely dark, and they are hesitant to explore this section. Finally, one of them bravely goes into the darkened corner and comes back shaken. He announces someone is looking at them through the window. Pay attention to the thin beam of light behind him during this clip, because that's the window he's referring to.
So someone was at the window.
Act.
Someone was at the window.
Was.
It's gone really bright. Is the window after all?
No, it's the same.
Oh!
The thin beam of light silently extinguishes as the window is closed by whoever was on the other side. It's important to note that all three friends were close together when this happened. One could be seen on tape, the second was holding the camera, and the third could be heard directly to their right. The trio runs screaming out of the house and never looks back. Number 5. Vijama is taking the 24-hour challenge in a haunted house that burned down 10 years ago, claiming the lives of an entire family inside. All throughout the night they feel nervous and on edge, as if they're being watched by something that does not appreciate their presence at all.
No, I heard something in there.
Despite feeling persistently watched, the two friends manage to fall asleep for a while. Then this YouTuber is suddenly awakened by his friend, who claims to have heard something.
He was asleep, bro. I just heard a massive bang, so I'm gonna see what it is.
Vijama looks really tired and worn down during this scene, which makes me think it could be real. They're checking out the room where the noise was coming from, when suddenly they feel like they're being watched again.
What the was that? Alex?
It could be the camera lighting, but I feel like I definitely see a shadowy figure retract into the doorway as soon as they turn around. Watch this part again in slow motion and tell me if you see any strange fluttering movements in the doorway. The cameraman bravely goes into the room where the shadow last retreated and finds a very tiny unnatural doorway leading to who knows where. At this point they've seen enough and quickly exit without completing the challenge or finding out where the narrow entrance goes. Number 4.
I would have
A
left that too.
YouTuber named Jerry Wells and a housemate sit across from each other while playing with a Ouija board.
Stupid.
Apparently they have been experiencing strange paranormal disturbances around the home for some
Which makes it so much dumber that you have a Ouija board now. Okay.
time, and now they're turning to the Ouija board for answers.
We're going to try to find out what's in this house. I don't know how else to try to contact it. We've got to find out what it wants. I'm going to see if I can get it to leave us alone.
Look closely and you can see the board quivering unnaturally as they speak.
Or tell us what you want. What it'll take to leave me and my family and our home alone. And never return. We're tired of this. Just tell us what you want.
Jerry Wells asks what it wants, and BLOOD is the reply, followed by a metaphysical reaction.
What do you mean blood? What do you want? Come on now.
Oh my God, Tommy!
Son of a...
Oh shit!
If this is fake, then I have no idea how they did this. You can clearly see underneath the table the entire time, so it's not magnets, and I don't see a string either. If you don't believe this is paranormal, then let me know how they managed to make the board shake and jump straight into the air. Number 3. Here's a strange dashcam video from Malaysia that will leave you scratching your head. These motorists are on a dark road when they pass by a woman in a pink shirt once, and then again, a little farther up the road, and a third time, at which point they are noticeably alarmed and speed away, only to run straight into her a fourth and final time. Watch the full video and you'll see that they are not driving in a circle. Even if they were driving in a circle, there's no way they could have completed a full lap in the short time it takes for the woman to appear again. Perhaps what's most unsettling about this is how each time the woman's back is turned to them, never once seeing her face. Number 2. This home video
Man, I shouldn't have watched this video, man. I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I ain't.
looks like it was taken sometime during the 1990s. A child is sitting in a high chair, happily learning about the different names for various parts of the body when something briefly interrupts the innocent lesson.
This is my elbow.
Where is...
Where's the
Ghost? He's gone.
The child tracks an invisible object with an exaggerated head motion. Then he mumbles about a ghost. It's hard to tell what he says, but I think he might have said "there's the ghost" or something along those lines, almost as if he's been at it before and has been expecting to see it again for some time. The child thinks for a bit and then says something else that's really weird.
Daddy, kill him?
Yeah.
It almost sounds like he's asking if his dad got the ghost or something like that. It's hard to tell what he says here, so give me your best guess. Maybe together we can figure out the surrounding circumstances behind this video. Anyway, things go back to normal for a bit, and it looks like the paranormal encounter is over. But then he makes a really confused face and looks around again, saying something else that's completely indecipherable. Even if we were to know the identity of the child in this video, I doubt they would remember anything of use. All we have to go by is this puzzling piece of paranormal evidence exploring two mysterious schools standing next to each other. They were both built around World War II and have been abandoned for a long time. Everything starts out normal until Blurry Faces is exploring an upstairs room full of classroom furniture. After that, something seems to be stalking them at every turn. The strange banging noises only grow louder and more persistent as time wears on. I will give them credit for being courageous and sticking around for so long.
No.
This is the event that finally makes them lose their composure and scramble. This time, Blurry Faces bravely tests the weight of the door himself and finds that it's way too heavy to swing open with such ease. You can tell he is putting a lot more effort into opening and closing the door than whatever just opened it moments earlier. Tell me what's written in Spanish across the door and if it has any significance to what could be possibly lurking inside.
I'm already jumpy. You're doing too much. You're doing way too much. No. Really? Snacks? That's what you use this for? Really? possibly one of the most brilliantly shot, scary things I've ever seen, yo. Oh my God, bro, what do you do? What do you do? Nope. Nope. Oh, hell no. Nope. Run, Trick! Trick, run! No! No! Bruh. Why is homie rubbing on the car though? Like, is that like some type of, you know what I mean, freak nasty type of thing? He dropped the rubber or the car? Word? Really? Is middle-aged white women really doing this type of stuff? Yeah, cause you gonna blind them. Yep. I'm telling you right now, I don't think she's gonna make it, people. Oh no, don't bend down to get your keys. It's just like in look-see. Don't you do it. No. Alright, so this next one is called the Moonlight Man 2. This one was the Moonlight Man 1, and before this one was the Black Hole. I really could use some comfort food right about now. Damn. Oh, you about to rob a bank? Word? Ooh, that was close. Oh, bro, they even snatching white people. Run! Why do y'all always gotta check stuff out? When has anyone ever searched for something in a scary alley and come back with something other than just death? It don't happen. There's no reason to look for these things. You messing up, man. Guess I'll send like a teddy bear to your daughter or something. Oh, snap. Somebody got stabbed with a shoe. That's racist. I love how all of these people don't have peripheral vision. Not a silhouette or something. Oh no, man, I don't like that. I don't like none of this. I don't like this. Come on, bruh. Oh, bruh, the shoe. This one is called Mama. Well, I have to say we're off to a pretty bad start. I'm already not liking this very much. It's got a lot of paranormal activity written on it.
¿Eh? Mamá ha vuelto.
I love how this chick gonna have the nerve to have a goldfish as a weapon. Word? Really? So something jump out, you gonna goldfish him to death. Yeah. I don't do this. I don't do this. ¡Ah!
Victoria, no mires. Vamos. Victoria. No.
Oh, no. No. was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life.
This is something that happened to me about 2 years ago, but thinking about it still gives me chills. I used to live in a small town in rural Missouri with my mother and stepfather. Our house was a few miles outside of town and along an old state highway. We were pretty isolated out there, other than the occasional passing car or farm equipment. One day, I came home from a morning shift at work. I was pretty tired, so I immediately came in the front door and sprawled out on the couch. My mother and stepfather were preparing to go into town to visit a family friend. So I just started a movie and quickly drifted off to sleep. I must have been asleep for a couple of hours before I was woken up to the sound of my front door opening and closing. I laid silently, hoping to fall back asleep. I assumed it was just my parents returning from their visit. After a moment of silence, I heard an unfamiliar voice say, "Where is everybody?" My eyes shot open and I looked up to see a man standing over me. I have never seen this man before. He was tall and muscular and he was wearing a white t-shirt with cut-off sleeves. He was also covered head to toe in blood. I jumped to my feet instantly. I had never been so scared in my life. Trying to rationalize, I asked, "Are you looking for my parents?" He stared at me for a moment and asked,
This nigga's covered in blood. Do you want him to find your parents?
Who I was. I replied by asking, "Who are you and what the fuck are you doing in my house?" He stared at me blankly. I thought I was going to be murdered. He kept talking incoherently and asking where everyone was. At this point, I had no idea who he was referring to. After about 5 minutes of nearly crippling fear, I realized that the blood that was all over his clothes and his face was his own. I glanced out the living room window toward the
That's not better. And how do you know that's his?
highway, and then I started to understand. In the drainage ditch in front of my house was a red pickup truck. I told the man to come with me and we went outside. Soon after we got near the truck, another vehicle pulled up. Apparently the man had been drunk driving and had driven his truck into the ditch. He was drunk and had a concussion from the wreck. He was so messed up that he thought that other people were in the truck with him before the wreck when, in fact, he had been alone. He had stumbled into the nearest house looking for help. The driver that had just pulled up drove the man to the hospital and, as far as I know, he was okay. Though I understand the situation now, I will never forget this. It was fucking terrifying.
Bro, that has to be one of the scariest things I've ever heard in my freaking life, dude.
A week or so before my 10th birthday, I walked to the corner store with a $5 bill and picked up a jar of ragu for my mom. On my way home, a man I'd never seen before fell in step with me and began talking. "Hi," he said cheerfully. "My name is Dr. Ramsey. I'm a pediatrician. Do you know what a pediatrician is?"
Rapist. That's what it sounds like.
Along silently, not replying and fervently hoping he would take that as a sign that he should leave me alone. Subtleties were not his strong suit, though, because he kept right on chattering. "Are your parents looking for a pediatrician for you? Of course, you're almost a big girl now. You'll be needing another kind of doctor soon, won't you?"
Oh no. Oh yeah, this sounds not good.
"That's okay though. They can still bring you to me until then. What's your name? You have beautiful hair. I was just on my way to get some suckers for the candy jar in my office. Do you like suckers?"
Apparently this story came out before Jared Fogle was caught.
Thankfully, we were nearing my house, so I ran forward up the back steps and in through the kitchen door. I didn't know it then, but that was just the beginning of a very long, very scary ordeal. It didn't take long after that for Dr. Ramsey to begin showing up. At first it seemed benign enough, at least to a kid. He would drive by nearly every day smiling and waving. I told my mom, who said maybe it was just on his way home from work. But then the phone calls began. My dad called me into the living room and sat me down. He asked about the day that Dr. Ramsey followed me home and if I talked to him. He said that I wasn't in trouble, but that I needed to tell him the truth. I told him no, and he asked if I was sure or if I could be forgetting something. I told him no again, and he frowned and then asked, "Then how does he know your name?" I didn't know. It turns out that wasn't all he knew. He knew my sister's name as well. Pretty soon, neither my sister or I were allowed to answer the phone. He called several times a day. At first, neither of us knew what he was saying. Then, one night, one of my brothers told us that he was telling my parents that he was going to hurt me. And later, my sister. Things got complicated after that.
Nobody calls the police?
My dad called the police, but as this was before there were any stalking laws, there wasn't a lot that they could do. They told my parents to call back if he, quote, tried anything. My dad then called a friend of his from back in the day who happened to be a cop. For the next month, my dad's friend escorted me to and from school. Suddenly, life as I knew it came screeching to a halt. I couldn't walk to school alone, I couldn't play outside, I couldn't walk to Super America, which is sort of like a 7-Eleven for those of you who don't know. When access to me was completely denied, things escalated. It was around this time he began threatening my sister as well. Then, one afternoon, my sister, 2 of my brothers, my mom, and I were in the kitchen. One of my brothers saw a glimpse of someone in the garage. They'd seen him too.
Y'all better have a gun in the house, bro.
Dr. Ramsey came bolting out of the garage, my brothers chasing after him. They ran all the way to Cherokee Park, where he lost them in the trees. My parents called the police again, but nothing came of it. The only information they had was a description and a name that was almost certainly fake.
Man, this is probably the scariest picture I've ever seen in my life.
A couple weeks later, we woke to find our dog hanging from the side porch. She was a gorgeous saddleback German Shepherd, born the same day I was. We were all devastated. The cops said that there was no evidence it was him and ruled it accidental, but none of us believed that.
That sounds like the real police.
His phone calls became more informative in the meantime. He would talk about who was home and who wasn't. If my brother would say my dad was home, he would tell him who was really in the house. He would also talk about the house itself. About the window in the kitchen he could easily open with a knife from the outside even when it was locked. And about the French doors that connected the living room to the side porch and how the lock could be finagled from the outside if you jiggled it just right. That night, my dad put in some carpenter nails at the bottom of the French doors until he could get a new lock ordered. My parents had to go to a company event for my dad's work. My older brothers were at St. West roller skating rink. My sister was on the phone with her best friend, my little brother was on the floor asleep, and I was watching Devo on the midnight special with Wolfman Jack. And it was really late. Suddenly, the top of the French doors swung inward, and in the few milliseconds before the nails in the bottom caused them to snap back,
You mean to tell me somebody has broken into your house before with people in there, killed your dog, stalked and threatened your daughters, and you gonna leave them at home by themselves? Makes perfect sense.
could see his silhouette. My sister whipped the phone at the television and we ran up the stairs. About halfway up, we realized our little brother was still asleep on the living room floor. As quietly as we could, we slipped back down the stairs to get him. We all went into our bedroom and didn't turn on the light. This way we could see outside. We watched out the window for a while, and when we didn't find him, we crept down the hall to our brother's room to look. We looked down and could see someone standing at the back door. He knocked loudly. "What do you want?" my sister asked out the window.
Nigga! Why not just turn on the bedroom light, let him know that there's no adults in the house, and show him your hands so he knows you ain't got no weapons? Why not just do that? Why not just poke your butt in the air? Because that's what you're doing.
He stepped back and said, "Is this the Mercy residence? I have a pizza for delivery. Can you come to the door?" She scoffed at him, declaring she was not stupid. She could see he didn't have a pizza and she was calling the cops. He left. A short while later, my brothers returned home. We told them what happened and they walked around the yard looking for him. They came back in and things settled down. By now, we'd pretty much given up on calling the cops because it never helped. So we just went back in, each of us, except my youngest brother still asleep, carrying a knife from the kitchen just in case. Eventually, one of my brothers went into the kitchen to get a bowl of cereal. You know that sensation you get when you can just feel someone watching you? Yeah, he had that in spades. He kept looking around the kitchen through the doorway into the dining room at the windows. He didn't see anything, but he could still feel eyes on him, so he went closer to the door to try and see better. The kitchen lights were reflecting on the windows of the door, as it had 3 rows of 3 windows, so he still couldn't see. He stepped closer, then closer again, until he was right up to the door, then cupped his hands on either side of his head so he could see. There, on the other side of the window pane, was Dr. Ramsey smiling back at him. He turned to yell for my older brothers, but when he looked back again, he was gone. They went out again to look for him, but they didn't see him. The next night, we were at the table playing Crazy Eights, and my brother was restless. My sister asked him what was wrong, and he said he always felt like any minute now there would be a loud noise on a door or window. Almost immediately after he finished his sentence, boom, on the window right behind him. In the chaos, the 2 eldest ran out, but he was already gone. A couple weeks later, I was at school and we were outside on the playground during recess. I was swinging upside down when I saw that now familiar blue Ford Galaxy cruising by, moving slowly. There he was, smiling and waving. He called my name and I ran to the teacher and told her. The school had been told all about him, and she took me inside right away and called my mom. That same day, my mom had gotten a call from the school office asking her to verify that my dad was picking me up, as he'd called to say that he was on his way. He wasn't. Not long after that, I woke up one night, thirsty. I went down to the kitchen for a drink, and there, sitting alone in the dark, was my dad. On the table, a gun. He was tired of the police waiting until Dr. Ramsey tried something. He was tired of his children being terrorized. He was tired of being afraid every time he left for work that something would happen to us while he was gone. I sat with him for some time, watching, before he sent me back to bed. These events and many more took place over a period of around 18 months. Then, as suddenly as it began, it was over. He had vanished from our lives. The phone calls, the drive-by with the creepy waves, everything. For a long time, during and after the Dr. Ramsey days, I would have a reoccurring nightmare in which I would wake up to find him standing over me as I slept. It took a long time before I felt like a kid again. I found out years later that when he was calling, Dr. Ramsey would tell my parents that he was going to rape and kill me, and later my sister, and that there was nothing that they could do about it. I don't know what happened to him when he disappeared. I don't know if he was in a car wreck, locked in prison, in a coma, but sometimes I wonder if the wait ended for my dad when he was sitting in the darkened kitchen one night. I don't know, and I'm not sure I want to. And later, my sister, and that there was nothing that they could do about it. I don't know what happened to him when he disappeared. I don't know if he was in a car wreck, locked in prison, in a coma, but sometimes I wonder if the wait ended for my dad when he was sitting in the darkened kitchen one night. I don't know, and I'm not sure I want to.
These stories are some of the best creepypasta, true scary stories I've ever heard in my life. I don't know what I would do in that situation, man.
About a year ago, in my final semester in college, I worked at a department store in the mall. I didn't have a car yet, so I asked for day shifts because it was a 2-hour bus ride back home. So basically, if I had a closing shift, I'd get it done at 11 but not get home until 1 a.m. But sometimes I'd be given closing shifts, much to my annoyance since I had a 6:45 a.m. class and my mother's worry because who wants their kid on public transport that late? I mean, sometimes she could come and get me, but it'd be too much of a hassle to get my younger sisters out that late and such, so I never asked her. My managers, being the jerks that they were, gave me a week of closing shifts, knowing my situation. I was pissed, but whatever. One night, I had just finished my shift, got on the bus, sat in the back, and was minding my business when my iPod died. I was annoyed, but I just kept my earbuds in and occupied myself by playing a crossword on my phone. About 2 seats behind me, I hear these guys speaking Spanish. Now, my stepmother is Puerto Rican, so while I understand a fair bit of Spanish, I don't speak it. So I hear them talking, but I don't pay attention because it's rude to eavesdrop and all. That was until they say, "That black girl up there." Then my ears perk up. I keep my earbuds in so that they think I can't hear them, and I continue listening. What they're saying is horrific. To paraphrase, they knew my stop, which was the second to last one before the bus gets back to the terminal, and while my stop is at the front of my neighborhood, it's got no streetlights, and at this time of night it's empty. And to put it simply, they were planning on, quote, snatching that piece of ass up. I was about 20 minutes away from home, so I knew I had to act quickly. Since I knew they could see me, as they were 2 seats behind me but like across, if that makes any sense, I pretended to play on my phone, acting oblivious while I was actually texting my mom. I text her saying, "Mom, can you please meet me at the bus stop?" 5 minutes go by, but no answer. We're getting closer to my stop, so I decide to call her cell phone. No answer. I call the house phone and she finally answers. It's about 12:30 a.m., so she was sleeping. I try to talk as calm and cheerily as I can. This was our conversation. "Hey Mom, did you get my text?" No, what's up?" "Oh, I sent you a picture of these jeans I'm gonna order online when I get some. I really need your opinion, so I really need you to go look since the sale ends at 1 a.m. She gets the hint that I need her to look at her cell phone, so I say goodbye and hope for the best. We get to my stop, and thank God I see my mom's car. I pick my shit up and hightail it off the bus. I don't even look behind me to see if they're following me. I jump in the car and tell my mom to just go. I look in the rear view and I see the guys just staring at the car. The next morning, I called my job and told them I quit. No more public transport for me. Thanks to my stepmom for teaching me Spanish, and thanks to my mom for getting the hint. I hope I never see those creepy, weird Spanish-speaking guys again.
Y'all done stuck around this long in this video, bro. I got a story for you guys, and I have not told this on YouTube yet. And it's a true scary story. Well, I almost got killed, so I guess you could kind of call it a scary story. It happened on the bus, just like this. So, back in the day, I used to live on Maryland Parkway and Tropicana. And I used to take the 109 bus, like, every day. And since it's only a 15-minute wait for that bus, like, it wasn't really that bad, even in the summertime. My little brother KT used to do YouTube videos too. Me and him were on that bus. This was like about a good 10 years ago. He's probably like 24 or something. So we're gonna say he was like 14 at the time. So I was probably like 22. Me and him, we get on the bus and we're walking to the back of the bus. And for some reason on this day, the bus is crowded as all living hell. You already know when the bus is that crowded, you have to push past people to get all the way to the back so that they can fit more people onto the front. Out of nowhere, this gangbanging type of dude, he yells out, "Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you, cuz? Don't make me slap you, nigga." You know, I turn around to see who's about to get slapped. I'm like, oh snap, world star, this is a fight. I turn around to see my little brother like standing face to face with this dude who's noticeably way older than him, right? But the guy was like a gangbanger, a do-rag wearing type of dude. The guy was sitting in his seat and my brother trying to move past him accidentally stepped on his shoe. For me, I don't like to fight, but you know what I mean? It's my little brother. I'm not gonna have some dude coming at him sideways or, you know, like trying to fight my little brother. So, you know, damn that. I asked the guy, yo, like, what's wrong? And the dude's like, "No, man, this little nigga just stepped on my shoes. Nigga, I don't give a fuck, man. No, man, you'll get slapped out here, cuz." I'm like, yo, like, that's my little brother. And he's like, "I don't give a shit who it is, nigga, I'll slap you too." I'm angered in this situation because he's talking like this to me and my brother, so I'm a little bit mad. So I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Bro, you got a problem with my little brother, you got a problem with me. What's up? He's got his backpack on top of him. He's sitting in his seat. I take a step close to him to let him know, yo, man, you ain't gonna talk to me and my little brother any type of way, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit's cool, but, you know, don't get it twisted. He's like, "Oh, word? Oh, word, you got a problem like that?" And I'm like, "Well, what's up? Yeah, I got a problem. What's up?" Homie reaches into his pocket and pulls out a leather glove and puts on the leather glove. And I'm thinking, like, you need to wear a glove to fight? Nigga, we ain't about to dance battle, bro. Like, what you need a glove? What you need a glove for? You ain't Michael Jackson. So then I kind of got my answer. He then takes the hand that he just put the glove on and reaches into his open backpack and pulls out a pistol. And not just any pistol. It probably has to be one of the biggest handguns I've ever seen in my life. He doesn't point it at me, but he holds it in his hand and he has it in his lap. And he's like, what's up now? I did what any real nigga would do in that situation. Immediately started to apologize. I ain't like start crying and none of that, you know, oh man, please, nah. You know what I mean? Like, it's really weird, man. Like, I don't know, like growing up in the type of areas where I grew up at, you kind of, I don't know, it's weird. You kind of get this weird steel about you. You know what I mean? Because like if you cry and freak out or whatever, man, you know what I mean? You kind of escalate the situation in a way. But if you stay calm, cool and collected, the person that you're dealing with kind of stays a lot more calm, cool, and more collected. You feel me? So, you know, I'm just staring at the dude in his eyes, man. My little brother, he's freaking out. KT's freaking out. He's behind me, man. I don't think he started crying, but honestly, I don't remember because I wasn't looking at him. I just remember him freaking out when he saw the gun. So I'm just like, look, man, this is my little brother. You know what I mean? I know what the type of person you is. If somebody was trying to have a situation with somebody you cared about, you would do the same thing I did. It's my little brother. We don't want no problems. We don't want no trouble. You know what I mean? I just can't have somebody coming at my little brother like that. You know what I mean? I know you being the type of person you is, you understand. But I don't want, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't even that serious. We don't want no problems. You know what I mean? We cool. The only reason why no one else on the bus noticed is because number one, it was crowded, and number two, we didn't really raise our voices that much. Like when he pulled it, I didn't raise my voice, and he didn't raise his voice either. And I think me being so calm and collected towards him, he kind of understood, like, bro, I ain't willing to lose my life over someone stepping on my shoe. Like, it's not even that serious. So he put the gun away. That's not where the story ends, though. It gets more interesting, if you can call it that. Tell me why this white guy who had 3 kids with him, you know, he looked like the basic stay-at-home deadbeat dad. Wife beater, you know, basketball shorts. So for some reason, I guess my little brother bumped into him too. And since he was bigger than my little brother, he started trying to bang on my little brother too. But the crazy shit is that before I could say anything to this guy, the dude who pulled his gun earlier jumps, like literally jumps up and gets in the guy's face. It's funny because, you know, I'm walking towards the dude and the homie look at me like, nah, bro, I got this. And I'm like, do you? Dude turns back around towards the dude, slaps the dog mess out of homie in front of his 3 kids. The 3 kids start screaming their eyes out, please don't hurt my dad, even though the dude was starting to mess. But one thing that's really funny about a lot of people who are down to fight other people, they're only down to fight people smaller than them. And if they ever get into a situation with somebody who's gonna fight them back on fair ground, they freak the hell out. Like, they just become a female for the most part. Because that's what this dude did. He was literally hiding behind his children. And the kids are standing in front of him. Please don't hurt my dad. Please don't hurt my dad. I'm pretty sure the guy wasn't gonna shoot him, but he was gonna dig up in that ass. And the only reason why he didn't do it was because the guy's kids. Story doesn't finish there either. This is funny shit. And this is relatable because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have seen this happen or maybe even gone through it. So the guy is as quiet as a mouse because he doesn't want to get beat the hell up, right? He's using his kids as a shield because he's scared. And the dude who pulled the gun is consistently talking that ish to the dude. Yo, man, Lord, wow, man, you like your kids is here, nigga. Out, look out, now, you don't even play with me, dude. What's wrong with you, pussy, bro? And the dude didn't say nothing. White dude just had his kids. Oh God. Y'all ever saw somebody on a roller coaster and the whole time the dude is just waiting for it to end? Please, God, please. Like, that's what this dude was like. Bruh, tell me why. White dude finally gets to his stop. Him and his kids get off the bus. At this point, it was so loud that everybody on the bus was paying attention, but nobody had the balls, including me, to step up and tell the dude to calm down. No one knew he had a gun except for me. That's the biggest reason I wasn't willing to say nothing, but also this dude tried to bully my little brother. Good luck, nigga, I ain't got your back. Hey, I never forget this shit. Guy gets on the sidewalk. He waited until the doors closed. The bus doors, so the bus is about a good second in to pull it off. And the dude goes ballistic. Now that he's safe, he knows that the guy can't get off the bus because the bus is already moved. Dude starts picking stuff up and throwing it at the bus, trying to kick the bus, yelling and screaming like he was gonna do the most. So somehow me and the dude on the bus with the gun became good friends. And that is how I met Randy. Randy's never pulled a gun on me. I'm joking. But me and that dude, we did talk for like the rest of the bus ride. We were cool. You know what I mean? We were cool. We had a cool little conversation for the rest of the bus ride or whatever. It was crazy. You guys are welcome for the scary story, but back to these scary stories though. If you guys want to hear more of my crazy life stories, bro, I've told like 100 of them. I'm gonna leave a link to a playlist in the description. Back to the scary stuff.
A few years back, my girlfriend and I, having hiked several other parts of the Appalachian Trail, decided we wanted to give the southern portion of Virginia's trail a shot. It's about 166 miles long and runs through George Washington and Jefferson National Forest from Roanoke County to Pearlsburg and Giles County. This is definitely one of the more remote and less traveled parts of the trail, which is exactly what we were looking for. We gathered our gear and made our way to the start of the Virginia Creeper Trail to begin our journey. We had planned our journey to end at Damascus and figured that by the time we got there, we would be more than ready to get home to our own beds. It was early October and the changing of the leaves and colors were amazing. The air was crisp and cool. It was pretty much perfect hiking weather with beautiful scenery. The majority of the trip was pretty uneventful, just your typical hike. But our last couple of nights is where things got weird. On this portion of the trail, you're supposed to camp on the trail or a designated shelter. We didn't really want to run into any other people and didn't want anyone coming up on us in the middle of the night. So we decided to ignore those suggestions and find our own little spot off the trail. A little searching around and we found a spot a little ways off the trail in the middle of a small clearing.
This just sounds like the plot from the latest Blair Witch movie, which isn't good.
We set up camp, cooked some food, talked for a while, then snuggled up and went to sleep for the night. Somewhere around 2 a.m., I was awoken by my girlfriend shaking me awake and telling me,
Get your gun. Someone is outside walking around our tent.
She informed me that she woke up to what sounded like someone right outside of the tent running a knife or something along the side while circling us. When hiking, I carry a 1911 and a judge with me. After all, you never know exactly who or what you might run into when on such a long hike in a remote location.
That is the realest shit she ever wrote.
I got the judge out of my pack, and then we sat silently, listening for any sounds. A few minutes of nothing but the breeze blowing through the trees, and then I heard it. Snapping and crunching noises, someone or something walking in the woods behind our tent. I got the flashlight and silently made my way out of the tent. Our fire had went out, so it was nearly pitch black, illuminated by only the dim glow of the October moon. I told my girlfriend to stay put while I checked it out. I didn't flick the flashlight on right.
Yeah, nigga, damn that. If we in the tent, out in the wilderness, it's middle of the night, I hear some shit outside, I am secure enough in my masculinity to hand her the pistol and have her go check it out. Survival of the fittest.
Right away, so as not to give away that I was out of the tent and have it become a shining beacon of my location. Instead, I waited to hear more noises. After a few minutes, I heard another snap, crunching, and cracking. It sounded like it was bipedal based on the way the steps were paced. I turned on the flashlight and flooded the area with light. I thought I saw someone move behind a tree. I yelled out and told them to go away and that I was armed. I kept the light on the area with my gun drawn and slowly approached towards the area where I thought I saw the figure. Then, from my right, I hear what sounds like someone running away through the woods. I spin and face my light that way, and then from the original spot hear who or whatever it was there take off into the woods. There's no way I'm giving chase, so I return to the campsite. I tell my girlfriend about what happened, and I end up sitting guard outside the tent in the darkness until daybreak.
Bro, I'm shooting. No remorse, bro. I don't give a shit. That's just real about black culture in general, nigga. You scare me bad enough, you just get shot or beat the hell up. And you can't convince me that it's my fault. Y'all ever had some shit like that happen? Somebody starts some shit with you, and then when they find out that they don't want the problem that they just created, then they try to treat you like you're the problem for defending yourself, for them starting to try to fight you? Nigga.
In the morning, I looked around a bit for signs of who or whatever it was, and I discovered a boot print in some soft, moist dirt not far from our tent. It wasn't mine, and it wasn't my girl's. This really freaked me out as it confirmed that someone, perhaps more than one, was skulking around our tent in the dark. I kept it to myself because I didn't want to freak my girl out any more than she already was.
Smart.
At this point, we were pretty deep in and still had 2 days left. That day, we walked a little faster than normal and covered as much ground as possible.
Y'all didn't leave after that? Oh, okay, never mind. You stupid. You stupid.
When it came time to set up camp, I found a spot near a cliff where we could place the tent in a small overhang and prevent anyone from coming up behind us. The whole day up to this point, I had a feeling we were being followed. I had no confirmation of this, as I hadn't seen or heard anyone else, but it was just a gut feeling. We set up camp and made some food, and then retreated to the tent. I gave my girl the 1911, and I kept the judge right next to me, and I assured her that if I slept at all, it would be with one eye open. After a while, she drifted off to sleep, and I stayed awake listening to the sounds of the woods at night. I was awake for a few hours, just waiting to see if anything was going to happen. At some point, I guess my exhaustion caught up with me, and I drifted off. I awoke sometime later to what sounded like someone going through our stuff outside the tent. I grabbed my gun and woke my girlfriend, shushing her to be quiet. From the faint glow of the fire, I could see someone's silhouette against the tent. There really was someone out there. I yelled out to them something along the lines of, "We are armed, get the fuck out of here." They dropped what they were doing and bolted. I came out of the tent, gun drawn and ready to shoot someone. Our stuff was strewn all about. They had rummaged through quite a bit of our stuff. I walked to the edge of the woods in the direction whoever was out there had fled. There was a creek nearby, and I walked to the edge where there was a small trail running alongside it. Down the creek, I could see a light. It looked like a lantern the way it flickered. Then I saw 3 more emerge from the other side of the woods. I told my girlfriend to start packing up whatever she could and that we were leaving now. We packed up everything of value, left the tent and a few other items, and headed back onto the trail in the middle of the night. I kept hearing people talking off in the woods and hearing branches snap for quite some ways. I kept looking behind us every few seconds to make sure nobody was coming up on us. It was completely nerve-wracking. If something...
First of all, your biggest mistake was letting these niggas know you had a pistol. I'm looking as defenseless as possible. I want y'all to show me what y'all was gonna do to me if I was just some random defenseless dude out here. When I've ascertained the information that I want of what y'all was gonna do with me, if it's grimy enough, now you getting shot, nigga. Nah, there's no remorse.
Happened, we were still a long ways from anywhere and quite literally on our own, since we hadn't seen another hiker the entire time we'd been out there. I really felt we were in serious danger. We had been walking for quite some time when I heard something in the woods behind us. As we rounded a corner, I turned around and saw someone step out onto the trail and just stand there watching us. It was just as the sun was coming up and there was barely any light, so I couldn't
I'd have shot that nigga.
make out any features. It was just the silhouette. I stopped and looked at them for a sec and asked them who they were and what they wanted. They just stood there, silently watching us, and then turned and walked back into the woods. We picked up the pace and kept going, looking back every so often. We didn't see them again, but my gut told me that they were still there for quite a ways. We eventually reached the end of the trail and got to where we had parked my girlfriend's car, extremely exhausted. We made it out of the Virginia woods without becoming a meal for a clan of cannibalistic inbred hillbillies, which is what I pictured happening in my head the whole time. I have no idea who they were or what they wanted. Maybe it was just someone messing with us? Or maybe it really was a clan of deformed hillbillies who were hunting us. I'll never know because I will not be returning to find out.
Demonic possession. Jonathan Savo published this video in January 2015. After visiting his girlfriend in a Paris hospital, he wrote that a woman in the next bed was roaring and screeching with the voice of a devil, and that's what the video captures.
Well,
the woman is seen lying flat in a bed, speaking in a raspy, evil voice. She is harassing the couple, calling them tacky and ugly, and telling them they're all going to die. Although you can only see her profile in the video, and you can't see her mouth moving, what you can see is her chest rising and falling as she delivers her angry tirade of insults and threats. She then says she's going to call her mafia friend, after which she claims she's going to remove her IV drip so they can get out of the hospital. That's where the clip ends, leaving us wondering if the woman did in fact try to escape, but John doesn't leave us hanging. In his own words, he wrote, "I was no longer filming when she or it started to get up and wanted to take the life of a person sitting next to her. 5 nurses came in to stop her, and we were asked to leave the room quickly. What happened next, John doesn't know. Prior to this experience, John says he was skeptical about demonic possessions and everything related to them, but after seeing one in the flesh, he's a believer." Number
Oh, I bet he is. Damn that. Damn all of that.
13. Metropolitan Hospital sighting.
Metro Boomin wants some more.
YouTuber Trevor Heasley published this clip in August of 2016. The footage was on the set of Postcards, a 2008 Pasadena City College student film. He'd taken it during the film shoot at the Metropolitan State Mental Hospital. Although the cast and crew heard a lot of ruckus during filming, they didn't see anything unusual. That is, until Trevor got his camera home and watched the footage back. The abandoned state mental hospital appears quite eerie in the footage, darkened windows on a hot summer day. The footage involves lots of close-ups and long shots of the area, including some gags with the cast. Everyone seems to be having a good time on the shoot, but will what happened next haunt them? During the shoot of one scene, the vapor-thin figure of a ghost appears to be walking across the hallway right before 2 of the cast. Apparently completely unaware of what just crossed their path, come running through. Okay, so it probably won't haunt them, being as they weren't even aware of what was happening before their own very eyes. That is, unless the spirit somehow inhabited one of them. I think we need to follow up with the cast and crew of Postcards, and maybe then we can solve this scary mystery. Number 12, Ghost Doctor. If you spotted a spooky figure roaming the hospital at night, I'm guessing your first response wouldn't be to grab your camera. It would be to run as fast as your legs could carry you.
Yes.
But one brave individual saw capturing the passed away doctor on video as a challenge.
Not brave. It's not brave.
The footage was taken in the Honduras School Hospital Universitario. The doctor in question is said to have taken his own life at this very hospital and remains there.
What?
Stalking up and down the place at night and flicking the lights on and off in patient rooms. As you can see in the video, a shadowy ghostly figure floats in the empty, poorly lit hallway from behind a door. The hallway is full of stretchers. Do you think this figure is something from another dimension?
What's that?
A ghostly presence, or perhaps something else? Whatever it is.
That does not look fake. I don't understand why this person stayed. I would have been out the window faster than if I hadn't worn a condom. We're gonna edit that out. We'll edit that out. You know, I don't even know what you said. That's why I was like, what? The old dragon drip.
I'd steer clear of this corridor at night.
Don't edit all that out. Don't.
My motto is full times. Wheelchair. What would you think if you saw a wheelchair moving down an eerie, empty, poorly lit hospital corridor at night? You might think you've walked straight into a horror movie. That's probably what security for this hospital thought when they reviewed the security footage after some ghost was up to no good.
No! Well, at least the ghost is not fully able.
That's a handicapable chair.
And that means that I've got a chance at fighting it.
Optimistic thing.
That's real. I'll fight that. I ain't about to to get beat up by
A handicapped ghost.
by a ghost that's not even fully able-bodied out this mug. I ain't. No. On second thought, I'll let you go check it out.
I'm cool.
I can't
In
do
the
this.
footage, a wheelchair is parked near a wall at the end
You know
of the
what? I'm gonna
hallway, but
check
slowly
it
it
out?
starts
Yeah,
to
we'll
turn
check
and
it out.
begins to roll backwards around the
Because I
corner.
wouldn't have your back.
No
but I will
one
call
is
you for
pushing
backup,
it,
though.
and no
Well,
one
that's
is
good,
sitting in
'cause
it. So who or
At best, I'll answer. That's the best I can do in that
Well,
situation.
just send the ghost that way. Well,
What if it's? How do I know that it's not the ghost impersonating your body and you're like made into a coat already?
it's okay. I'll give the ghost coordinates to where you are.
Wow!
It's okay.
Wow!
what is maneuvering the
That's
chair?
how you feel.
And where are they going?
That's
Only the spirits lingering in this hospital know. Number 10, Scary Russian Mental Hospital. This
don't like
video
this.
looks like it came straight out of a scary movie, but it is claimed to be real-life footage of a patient at a mental hospital in Sadovich, Siberia. According to William M., who wrote about the true story of what happened in Sadovich, Siberia, the story of Sadovich Asylum is incredibly disturbing. The location is remote, and all that remains are records and legends about what happened there, some of which served as inspiration for the 2012 film Entity. Without further ado, let's analyze this video. The footage shows a skeletal man in a white dressing gown, sitting and rocking slightly on a hospital bed. The room is dark and sparse, and the bed is narrow and doesn't look comfortable at all, which is perhaps why this patient is up all night, rocking back and forth. You can see the patient curled up in the fetal position on the bed, then huddled over, then standing. He then starts pushing the bed by the railing.
Maybe he's really got to poop, and no one is telling him where the bathroom is. That's how I'd act.
After that, he appears as though he's removed his hospital gown, and he is seen leaning off screen,
Yeah, pull it
perhaps
out.
against the wall, trying to
away.
get
That's
out.
how you do it.
He makes his way around the room, then he is seen lying on the floor by his bed. You can hear a horrifying guttural scream in the video. It's one of the most tortured howls you will ever hear. Along with whatever is unfolding in this video, other paranormal events are said to have occurred at Sadovich, and these events were becoming more and more common. More than one patient reported of evil things happening within that institution, until the authorities were forced to close the facility down, and it's good that they did. This video gave me some serious chills. Number 9.
Because his name is Chill.
Oh,
He thinks he's funny now.
Child ghost. What's scarier than a child ghost? A child ghost at a hospital, that's what. When hospital
Yeah.
staff saw the ghost of a child at their hospital 10 times over only a few hours, they were left shivering in their scrubs. Cordoba Children's Hospital in Argentina, it is claimed. The hospital staff weren't even going to let the ghost leave peacefully. Instead, they were determined to interact with it. Some say they placed balloons in the location where it's routinely seen, and those balloons always burst on their own, and one nurse was even more determined to capture the young child on camera. She claims to have succeeded in capturing him or her playing hide-and-go-seek. In the video, the specter is crouching behind a bed, which had been left out overnight in the hallway. The cot had a sheet tucked over top of it. A nurse caught the ghost on camera as she saw the child ghost peer from behind the sheet. While some skeptics don't believe the hype, other visitors and hospital employees say they've seen this child ghost too. Moreover, not all viewers agree that there's anything in this video, while others say there's certainly a creepy shadow to the right of the cot. The ghost's nickname is the Ghost of 500, and legend has it that this child ghost is the soul of a patient who passed away in room 500. The corridor where it was caught on camera is no longer in use, and it links to the children's wards. Number 8. World War II Hospital. Well, most hospitals have some stories to tell. I'm guessing a World War II hospital has even more grisly ones on the docket.
I know, that's
in
what I'm
this
saying.
video,
Great place.
published by STEWIE in November of 2017, he and his friends explore an abandoned World War II hospital in Milton Keynes. For some reason, they chose the dead of night for their exploration. So straight off the mark, the hospital looks scary, simply because it's cloaked in darkness. The only guiding light is the beam from Subi's flashlight. The crew enters in through a broken window. The pair have apparently been in the hospital before, because one of them says he's not going down a certain direction, because that's where they hear things all the time. At one point they stop to listen, because they both say they've heard something. It isn't clear what they've heard, but they continue on regardless. It sounds as if there's loads of glass on the ground as they walk through the building, cracking and breaking the shards beneath their boots. While the hospital doesn't turn up anything truly mind-blowing, the idea that World War II patients were once brought here conjures up images of scary times, or maybe that's just my imagination. Number 7. Four-legged freak. While exploring Overbrook Insane Asylum Essex County Hospital in February of 2013, John Edmonds caught something on camera that he's not likely to forget. In his own words, "I was exploring this massive hospital with my friend when we heard a loud screech and turned to see the scariest four-legged freak in the video. John and his friend are checking out the place. The room of the abandoned hospital appears to be empty. The pair are checking out an old broken TV set, after which they are wandering about all the bricks on the ground. John's friend throws a broken piece of brick or a rock when suddenly his face falls and he starts to point off towards the right.
Oh, shit.
John turns to capture some four-legged creature. You can see its outline paused in the light at the end of the hallway. It's still unmoving, but then it starts to scuttle, its legs moving fast, and that's when the shot drops and I assume the pair run for their lives. At least that's what I would do if I came across this thing in an abandoned hospital. While some think the creature looks inhuman, others say they aren't falling for it. One skeptic, Carrie Morin, wrote, "This video is in the Verona buildings, and that thing is obviously another friend popping out from a doorway on hands and feet."
Yo, I ain't gonna lie though, that's kind of what I think too, because his reaction, you know what I mean? Like, bro, look, if I'm in an abandoned hotel, man, and I hear, or anywhere abandoned, and I hear, and then turn, and then there's something running on all fours at me, my reaction is not gonna be, oh my God, look! Hell no! It's every man for himself immediately. I don't care about getting this on footage. I go into survival mode. Everybody does it. Almost got myself shot. I got tired of doing that. And now when people fight, I go the opposite direction. Nope.
Carrie could be right, but in my opinion, the thing doesn't look human. Number 6. Abandoned psychiatric hospital. YouTubers The Proper People published this exploration of an abandoned psychiatric hospital in April of this year, 2018. The psych hospital was built in the 1800s for poor folks who couldn't afford healthcare and has been abandoned for more than 2 decades. The place certainly looks old. Whole pieces of wallpaper are chipping from the walls. Below the hospital are tunnels connecting to the surrounding buildings. The crew didn't enter the tunnels because unlike the psychiatric hospital, those buildings are still in use, but they did come upon a fallout shelter. Many of the rooms they come across are empty, some are locked, making the crew and their viewers curious about what's inside. But perhaps the most curious rooms are those with piles of the psych's hospital supplies and equipment. Chairs, tables, walkers, buckets, mattresses all thrown together in one place. They even encounter an old green tub with an adjacent seat used to lift disabled patients in for bathing. And further on, they arrive at half of an elevator car. For some reason, there's something so unsettling about an open elevator shaft and an elevator not where it's supposed to be, Michael says. It gives you a bad feeling. Well, Michael, this whole place gives us a bad feeling, so I'm going to stay as far away from that hospital upwards after ascension. The alleged footage of a spirit ascending upwards after a patient passed away at a hospital was captured on camera, and this is one for the books. The individual lays on a cot in a dark hallway, wrapped in a sheet, with his still feet sticking out from the bottom. All is quiet, all is calm, when suddenly you can see a faded spirit sit up from the body. The spirit appears to be wearing a hood, but without a face hiding beneath. Is this what we look like after passing on?
No.
Do we lose our face, our identity? After it sits upwards, it ascends slowly, adorned in what appears to be white robes. The body remains, while its spirit floats off to meet the unknown, its robes floating gently behind him. People across the internet have been on the fence about this claim and its authenticity. Something like this could be done with special effects and editing. On the other hand, others believe this video is proof of a spirit leaving a body. Number 4. Apocalyptic Hospital. YouTuber This Is Dan Bell explored a creepy apocalyptic looking hospital in May of 2016. The hospital in question must have been a Christian hospital, as there is a cross on the front of the building. From the outside looking in, the place does live up to its title. The windows are darkened, used as one. Hypodermic needles completely cover one section of the floor. Sometimes it's even more horrifying.
Oh, what?
Much like what you'd expect an apocalyptic hospital to look like. Number 3. The Stretcher. While it's horrifying to see ghosts and shadows, sometimes it's even more horrifying what you do not see. Like what is pushing this stretcher along this haunted hallway at night when hospital staff in a provincial hospital in Rosario, Argentina discovered this stretcher moving on its own. They were on it. Security cameras captured it on film for all the world to see, and many did as the video went viral. In the video, the stretcher is first seen rolling back and forth, but soon it rolls a bit faster, and then it launches off the courtyard floor and into a grassy area. Could it be nature, wind perhaps? The unmoving plants in the video tell us no. Some believe the video is proof of paranormal activity, while others believe it's proof that the hospital staff has too much time on their hands. Number 2. Hospital Morgue. While World War II hospitals are frightening, imagine exploring the place that no one leaves alive, a hospital morgue. That's where a YouTuber Exploring with Josh took his channel in July of 2017.
Why would he do that?
In this video of an abandoned California hospital, Josh comes across sharp scalpels, hospital chairs, and loads of scattered papers, as if whoever worked here left in a hurry. Why? According to Josh, the hospital closed down. Bakersfield attack. On December 1st, 2017, a man named Brandon Clark made his way to Bakersfield Heart Hospital, ready to attack. Clark was armed and entered through the back door. Upon entering, it alerted everyone inside the hospital, which caused a mass panic. Police eventually took Clark down and no one was hurt. The mystery about this video is nobody knows why Clark did this. Though he was related to one of the hospital employees, authorities do not think that person was the target. From how he is acting in this video, he looks completely out of his mind. It looks like this will remain a mystery for quite a
On October 10th of 2023, a toy camera captures footage of a girl playing with her toys and talking about her day. The entire video is nothing more than just a miniature vlog, as all she does is talk about her day and what she plans on doing with her friends in the following week.
That's a creepy
But there's
doll you
something
got,
about this
ho.
video that has left the girl's family deeply unsettled.
I'm unsettled already.
Camera. It's weird.
I don't like this.
Okay, I'm just gonna show
I
it to
don't
you.
like
Just-
this.
Okay.
It goes without saying, but the video is pretty creepy. The following is the full video from the toy camera, posted by the older sister. Take a look.
Hey guys, today I'm going to show you my Skibidi toilet collection that
Skibidi.
I just got today.
Skibidi got toys!
We went to a toy
Skibidi
store
got merchandise!
and like
Skibidi is branded! Was that a Cuphead? She really got skibbities.
And these ones.
What the
I
fuck?
actually found these scary toilet sheets.
Yo! Hey, look, buy my merchandise. I don't want to take my eyes off the camera because I know something's gonna happen. But make sure to buy the merch. I've got a BlastphamousHD flavored Lubriderm coming out. Yo, that skibbity stuff looks scary. I don't like that. I don't like that actually. His eyes are too wide. What's happening? What do you see? Run, babies! Run, babies, run! What you see? What you see? Oh, no. Hey, look, you making me think somebody's behind me. Your eyes are too wide right now. Uh-oh. Run, baby. Run, children. Run, baby, run. Did she start crying? What happened? Did you do this, Skibbity? You piece of shit. I know, Spirit Airlines probably had something to do with this. Young children, Spirit Airlines, don't scare them. Okay, was that didn't look like a leg. That looked like something long and loose. That was too loose to be a leg. What the fuck was that?
What starts off as an innocent video turns into something completely different. Midway through the footage, something catches her attention. After seeing whatever it was, she's immediately put on edge. It's as if she was paralyzed with fear. But thankfully, she was able to leave before things got a whole lot creepy. Only a few minutes later, we see this.
Hey, that was a penis.
A dark figure passes in front of the tent.
Was a penis.
It's hard to make out what this was, but her older sister is certain that this is what her sibling had seen.
I got tons of names for it.
It's unknown if she's asked her about what she saw, as the only information on this video is the context she gave. But until there's an update, we won't know for sure what was there.
Way too loose to be a leg, bro.
That will be the judge on what was captured.
It swung, bro. Legs don't swing across the screen. That was...
In this next video, a grandmother is celebrating her birthday while being surrounded by friends and family, all of whom are singing happy birthday to her.
Better not be a penis that swings across this screen.
As the video plays out, it seems that this footage is nothing more than just a normal video of someone recording their grandma. Or at least, it seems like that. Because, as you continue to watch, something happens that makes this video the stuff of nightmares.
Does her teeth fall out?
This is what was caught.
Does her teeth fall out? Does she start asking for money? Does she show her vagina? Show your tail flaps. Show your holdy folds. Yeah. Oh,
As everyone collectively sings, a shadow-like figure bolts behind the grandma. In a swift motion, the figure is gone. It rushes over at full speed, but not so fast that we can't discern what this was. As viewers have noted, it kinda looks like a child, or a girl to be exact, who's running at an inhuman speed. Perhaps it was running so fast that no one had noticed it except the camera. Now this video becomes a whole lot creepier when reading the description it came with. As it states, the grandmother in this footage had a daughter who unfortunately passed away many years ago. When she was alive, she would often run around the house while playing with her older sibling. It's for this reason that she believes that this was her spirit. But as always, you be the judge on what was captured. Was a ghost caught on camera? Or had something else been caught?
Yo, that's wild, man. That's wild, man. Too wild, man. Too wild, man.
It's late at night when a man gets something on camera that leaves him extremely unsettled. The man recording this is known as Drosa, and on this night, he was looking after his little niece and nephew. He was taking care of them all by himself when his niece began to point at something in the dark. Drosa, their uncle, didn't think much of it until he noticed that she wouldn't stop pointing at the spot. Nothing appeared to be there, so Drosa wasn't sure as to what she was seeing. But as she kept on pointing, he began to think that maybe something is actually there. Feeling immensely unnerved, he records this video.
Then his door is wide open over
Killing us.
Or just, I don't know.
Oh, what's going on, white child?
She's like looking over there, like there's someone over there.
Where's it at? Where? You see him?
She's freaking me out. Look, she's pointing. See? There's someone over
Is that
there.
baby Asian?
I'm freaking out.
This man ain't Asian. That baby is
Who you
Asian.
pointing
He
at?
stole this child. That's on Craigslist.
Who is he?
Something in the house.
How come you keep pointing?
What?
Where's he at?
Something's in the
Is he
house.
over there?
What's that? What's that, boy? Huh?
I'm not really sure who it is, but yeah, she's like pointing upwards.
Little Maddie
They
is
must be
trapped in the
tall or
well,
something.
and little Jimmy is trapped in a burning barn.
Look, she's
Who's
pointing
trapped in the
again.
well? Word.
His niece would not stop pointing at this spot for some reason. Even creepier is that she points towards the ceiling, suggesting that whatever is there is most likely tall. But as if things couldn't get any more creepy, Droza records this.
Yeah, she said something though. Like it's crazy because like.
I was hoping we get.
No, I'm just babysitting my niece and nephew. My nephew's right here. Then it's her, and then she keeps pointing at something.
That's not good. I don't like any of that. What's that? What you want, baby? You gonna pick up nothing? What was that? What's that? Batteries? What's this? Outlast? The batteries for the camera?
You gotta get out of here,
no night
man.
vision?
You gotta leave, man.
What's going
Honestly, you're not welcomed here. Leave. Wherever you are, leave.
Yo, he
You're scaring my
brave.
niece. Look, she keeps pointing at you.
Matter of fact, even worse, you scaring me, bro.
Get out of here, man.
Yeah, cuz. Yeah,
Just when
we
things
stand
were
on
getting
business.
tense, this happens. An object unexpectedly falls towards Droza and his niece. It's almost as though something had thrown it. Caught off guard, Droza is left speechless, but only to a certain point, because later he vents his frustration with whatever it was that was messing with him and his niece.
You gotta get out of here, man. You gotta leave, man.
He then stops recording and decides to ignore it. Despite everything, he still, to this day, has no idea as to what his niece was seeing at this hallway.
Stand on business.
At approximately 3 p.m., a mother grabs her phone to record something highly unusual that just happened. This odd occurrence had taken place around the back entrance of the house. She films this video, hoping that it happens again, but only this time on camera. The only other time she's recorded this door was when one of her dogs had cracked the glass on the window pane. Although initially extremely upset, she now looks back at this memory with great nostalgia, as recently her dog was put to sleep. But fast forward to this exact day, and she's once again recording this door, when suddenly this happens.
Even when it's open, it shows up. Move.
Don't come crashing through it.
Can you move?
Can you move? She's taking a video.
It's coming back.
What's coming back? Oh! It's the dog!
Oh, it's got darker.
Can you move?
Yo! It's her dog! Yo! It's the doggo! Yo! I wonder if the other dog knows that the dog that's his dog, homie.
Dogs. And then it's gonna come back.
She must have been really good to her dog for her dog to like want to come back that much.
It's coming back.
Yeah.
Are we?
That's crazy.
Oh my God, the dog really came back.
No, when I'm looking at it, I can see a face a little bit.
Looking closely, a distinct outline can be made out. What looks to be the silhouette of a dog can be seen on the glass. It appears out of nowhere and stays in place as though waiting to be let inside. But it's only there momentarily before seemingly fading away. The family no doubt believes that this was the spirit of their belated dog who was sadly put down. Although deeply saddened, they're happy to know that their presence is still here. Ghost or not, this footage reassures them that even if they had no choice but to put them down, their beloved pet will always be there no matter what.
Damn. I'm not going.
In the following video, a group of friends are playing with a toy known as Simon, when out of nowhere, things take a very creepy turn. Now it's worth noting this toy only has one function, which is to generate a pattern of lights and sounds for the player to memorize and win the game.
Touch it.
Okay, so bam, bam.
Pull it.
It's a simple game of short-term memory skill. However, in this video, it appears that the toy was acting beyond its intended purpose. Rather than generating patterns, it was answering questions.
Okay, I'll go. Okay. Is my shirt black?
What do you mean black?
Dude, this thing is possessed, man. This thing is possessed.
That's good. No.
Am I a girl?
Red.
Oh!
Okay, so
Dude.
Now the video was taken at a house party where a group of friends gathered in the hostess' little sister's bedroom. The young sister was away from home. They had grown bored of the party downstairs, so they hung out here with all the toys and games. But little did they know that staying up here was a big mistake. This is their video.
Sing, bitches.
Dude, it was acting up earlier.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You guys keep being here.
Alan said it was all good.
Really? Hanging out.
This thing is possessed, man. This thing is possessed. All right, okay. Ask a question.
What color is the sky?
Blue.
Wait.
Blue.
I guess I need to ask yes or no.
Blue.
Is the sky blue?
Baby. Blue face, baby. Green.
No!
Oh, that's scary.
Dude, come on, ask a question.
That's some scary shit.
Dude, get over here. Ask it a question, dude.
First of all, it's not even yours.
It's kind of exhilarating.
Dude. Yeah.
Am I black?
Oh my god.
Oh!
Red. Yeah, green.
Oh! It knows, dude.
Throw that
It
Like
knows.
stuck on the green button or something.
That's good. No.
Am I a girl?
Oh shit. Red.
Oh!
Okay, so it knows.
Dude, it knows, dude. This thing's it's like one of those Ouija boards, dude. It knows.
My
Oh.
mom played with one.
Guys, have you guys not seen horror movies?
Oh, dude, the picture, dude. The picture.
Oh. She drew
Oh
that.
hell no.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, this will actually like tell.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Are you with us
Yeah, Glow.
in this room?
Green.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Like 2 fingers on it or something.
Oh, dude! Oh my gosh, that's so creepy. That is so creepy, dude.
Okay. Is this
Find that thing.
Dude, it's just on the floor, man.
Yo, are we actually haunted right now?
Yeah.
I'm like actually kind of scared, dude. Dude, like, what even is that?
like that?
Or just
Okay. All right. Well, let's get real crazy.
They come from outside.
Uh-oh.
I'm
That's
leaving.
not good.
Did you guys hear
We're on
them
the
there?
second floor.
What?
Window?
It came from right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys hear that? We're on the second floor.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm
All right. Fine. That's enough. That's enough.
Feeling totally creeped out, the group hurries out of the room, leaving everything behind. The tap on the window convinced them that something strange was indeed happening. According to them,
that shit was
it
a
didn't make
foot.
sense that someone was outside tapping on the window, considering that they were on the second floor. There was also no balcony. If no one had been outside, then who or even what was at the window? While the group has yet to come up with an answer, they can't help but think that the figure in the picture had something to do with this. Viewers believe the toy was being used as a conduit for communicating with the group, and that the drawing, which may be the child's so-called imaginary friend, was responding to them through this toy. Although it's not certain if that's the case, the friends fully believe that it was.
Definitely looks to be the
What
case.
color is the sky? Wait. I guess I need to ask yes or no.
So then, just what exactly was going on here? As with most videos, this one remains a mystery. This next video was recorded by a father who swears that something unexplainable was captured on his baby monitor. It was on December 20th of 2023 when this incident took place. Around 9 p.m., he and his wife were having playtime with their 2 kids before going to bed. They usually play games such as tag or hide and seek, but unlike other times, something happens that to this day the father can't explain. He records the footage of this incident on his phone. Take a look.
I smell the blood of
The English one. That's. I've never smelled the blood of children. Yo. 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 What? Oh, hell no. No. Run. Run.
I know, but we're downstairs.
Oh, hell no.
Heart attack here.
Hell no.
This is stressing me out.
Hell no.
You're
yelling
stressed
that bullshit while I'm my closet closed.
I
Hell
need to
no.
change my diaper.
I heard it say shit. Why they have to
Thinking that his
yell,
wife or
no?
kid was hiding in the closet, he waits for them to come out. But unbeknownst to him, no one was inside. Understandably, the father was totally freaked out. He swears that right before the door opened, he heard a voice. Looking back at this clip, he can finally rest assured that he wasn't just hearing things, but rather having actually heard something. Despite having no explanation for this odd occurrence, the family has been getting comments from those who believe that something supernatural had occurred. But regardless of what this could have been, the family is adamant on keeping the closet locked. As they state, they'd rather forget about this whole incident and hope that it doesn't happen again. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Hell no. Hell to the no.
Now this next video comes from a woman named Morgan Lambert, who while being on a farm in the Appalachian Mountains, captures something pretty spooky on camera. The exact location of this farm is unknown, but Morgan mentions that the property is owned by her family, who've had more than a couple of paranormal experiences on this land. The video starts off with Morgan recording a silly moment with her husband, who came along with her to visit her family's farm. They're here to check the property, as recently strong winds have struck the place. But as she vlogs, something happens that prompts her to stop recording. As Morgan claims, her own voice was heard coming from the distance, beckoning to her husband. Mind you, she was right next to him when this happened. Take a look.
What?
No, you gotta. We're on an adventure to check on the fence line to make sure no trees fell on it because we had like 50-mile-an-hour winds. We're gonna check it instead of my dad. Oh God, I'm freezing.
It's cold, isn't it?
Pretty. Oh God.
What?
I'm a spell.
What'd you say just now?
I said, oh God. What? Sure.
What did you say just now?
I just said, oh God, because I. No, I really did. What are you talking about? What? What are you talking about?
We gotta go.
I think we're okay. Hey, don't run. It's okay. We're good. We're good. I don't hear.
Go.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Are you messing with me right now?
Okay, no, I don't really hear anything. What do you hear?
You don't hear it.
It's hard to make out what's being said with all the wind in the background, but if you listen closely, the words baby and hey can be made out.
I heard that.
But further adding to the weirdness of this incident is the fact that Morgan didn't hear anything. Based on the footage, her husband was the only one hearing the voice.
I just said, oh God,
No. Yelling through trees while I'm on their heels.
Upon hearing it, he was totally spooked.
No.
With no one else having been there, the question is begged. Just who, on this vast land in a secluded part of the Appalachians, was beckoning to the husband?
Hell no. Hell no.
This last video comes from Edgar V, and in this footage, Edgar is recording a toy mirror that belongs to his daughter. She's been playing with this toy ever since Edgar's neighbor had given it to his family. They've had this toy for quite some time, but as of recent, they now think it's best to get rid of it. Edgar says that just a few nights ago, he was passing by his daughter's room when he heard her talking to the mirror. It sounded like she was having a full-blown conversation with someone else. Now, it should be noted that this mirror does actually talk. It would say pre-recorded things like, hello, or hi, I'm the magical mirror. But this time, it was saying things that didn't seem pre-recorded. From odd responses to creepy questions, the toy seemed almost alive. In this short clip, Edgar and his wife interact with the mirror.
Hola, bienvenido al Castillo de los Sueños del Espejo Mágico.
¿Cuál es tu nombre?
Yo soy Jessie, la princesa más bella del Castillo de los Sueños del Espejo Mágico.
¡Qué tierna eres!
Nosotras seremos mejores amigas.
¿Tu personaje favorito?
Si papá pregunta, mi favorito es mi papi. Si mamá pregunta, yo responderé que la que más me gusta es mi mami. Y si tú me preguntas, te diré que el que más me gusta eres tú. Soy una niña muy inteligente.
Now, viewers couldn't help but notice how quickly the toy responds. According to some, it seemed a little too fast for an average toy like itself. Some have even pointed out that it shouldn't be speaking, as they themselves have this exact toy, but theirs doesn't talk or say anything like Edgar's. It's for this reason that the family decided to store the toy inside their shed. Over time though, Edgar's children would come in and mess with the toy. From scrapping it to beating it up, a number has been done to this mirror. Because of this, Edgar had to replace some parts, but nevertheless, the toy still works. In this short clip, he shows the toy once again, as viewers want to see if it gives the same responses as last time. But as he films, he gets this.
Puta, sí tengo miedo.
Hola, bienvenido al Castillo de los Sueños del Espejo Mágico.
Hola.
Hola, encantado de conocerte.
Oh, shit.
Gracias, amigo. Me da gusto.
Eres muy divertido. ¿Tienes una fiesta?
No, no tengo fiesta. ¿Tú tienes?
No sé. Cuando me levanté, te vi a ti.
¡Ay, vas y chingas a tu madre!
Just like before, the toy talks back at the right time, as though responding like a real person. The fact that it also says responses different from before has convinced the family that it's unlike any other toy. They think that it might be cursed or haunted. Whatever the case might be, they don't want to mess with it and think it's best if they keep it away from their home. To this day, the family has yet to know what exactly is going on with this toy. As always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
For as far back as we can remember, Sasquatch sightings have been the subject of much speculation and fascination for millions of people all around the world. There's just something so interesting about there potentially being a living creature that roams the woods with mysterious origins. There have been plenty of such sightings throughout the internet, but this one by Patrick Rigo is definitely one of the creepier ones in quite some time. In the video published to his YouTube channel on July 23, 2012, Patrick is in the woods in Trucas, New Mexico, shooting a background transition video for a family camping trip movie, when all of a sudden, something strange happens.
What the fuck? What is that?
Is that a black person? Is that racist? Maybe it's like a, you know what I mean? Maybe it's a really, really tall Mexican in a monkey suit that's
Without
made...
explanation, a terrifying Bigfoot-like creature can be seen walking directly in front of Patrick.
That's a tall black person covered in weave from head to toe. I've seen this.
And his camera before
It
the
could
video
be real.
eventually
That could be
ends.
real.
Naturally, many viewers have since been quite curious as to what this terrifying entity is and what its intentions were. Let's just all be glad that Patrick was able to get out of there before he could find out the hard way.
You see the way he was running? Me personally, I think he was just a very badly dressed Uber Eats delivery person. He's obviously trying to get to his customer before the food gets cold so he doesn't get a bad Yelp review. I don't know about this one.
Yo. This next terrifying video was published to YouTube by a channel known as Pydawn93 and was filmed in Japan. It's also allegedly a cursed video, and it is said that anybody who watches it will ultimately die.
Well, I mean, technically we're all gonna die sooner or later, so I mean, you're gonna die, you know, it's gonna be real long before you do, but it's coming.
Be warned.
How strong of a curse
The
is this?
footage itself was allegedly filmed back in August of 2002
I lived in a
and
place
seems
like
to
this.
follow an unnamed videographer as they make their way through and around an abandoned building in the middle of nowhere. For at
looks
least
pretty
a
scary.
little while, the videographer is unable to find anything too creepy aside from the overall state of the place. However,
pretty
that
dirty.
all changes rather quickly. What started off as an innocent enough video is about to take a seriously sinister turn in a matter of seconds.
Where?
Take a look.
Oh no, what happens? Who dies? Did something haunted happen? All right, paper, aka a hood bathroom. Okay, there's cats. Was that a nigga in a burlap sack suit? Nigga dressed up as a human nose? What the fuck? What the What the
An
fuck?
unsettling entity can be seen following the videographer
Oh, this dude is dressed like Sackboy from Out of Little Big Planet.
through the building as they remarkably stay calm while being pursued.
What do you mean remarkably stay calm? Of course he stayed calm. He knows this person.
The video ends with the camera panning directly at the creepy entity. I did extensive research to find out where this video was filmed, as I have a particular fascination with abandoned places.
He lying. This nigga ain't do no research. I did extensive research. Just liars.
And by covering ground on Google Maps and reading through Japanese message boards, I found the exact location. It is known as Mitsu Yamaguchi Station and is an abandoned aerial tramway that was opened in 1958. Matching the photos with the video, it becomes certain that the video was indeed filmed at this abandoned site. Whether this has any meaning as to why this video is considered cursed is currently unknown.
I don't know. I watch a lot of ghost videos, and for some reason, this just doesn't seem like it's a real one.
What do you make of this strange video?
Bullshit.
There isn't much context to it, other than that it was filmed in 2002 in Japan, and
Why is
that
that
it
nigga
is
dressed in
allegedly cursed.
How did they find a sock that big to put over his head? That's the question I want to know.
This is certainly one video that is sure to keep you up at night.
No, it's not. It's no. No.
This next video was published to TikTok by a user named APPT133, as he is seen talking to the camera while relaxing with his pet dog on his bed, when out of nowhere, a strange noise disrupts his silence, causing him to go investigate. As the uploader heads into the hallway to start his investigation, he gets his first sign that he may not be as alone as he thinks in his house.
I literally hate you. How the fuck do you expect to make money, Julie, if you don't like to work?
I've had that same conversation with so many people, bro. They get so mad that they don't have what they want, but are not willing to do anything to get it.
Julie, my door just fucking opened. What? No, stop. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's not even that late. Kevin's not home from work yet. What the hell?
Sounds like cap.
After being terrified of seeing the door in the hallway close, the uploader then heads right back into his bedroom for a bit of safety and comfort, but in a second, he will find out that not even that room is safe for him anymore.
What the fucking... Oh. No. Oh! No. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What the f... Julie, you're f***ing lying. You're f***ing lying. Oh! No. No.
The video ultimately ends with several more doors closing in and around the house, causing the uploader to be in a state of pure confusion and terror. Many people are freaked out by this video and have also remarked in the comments at just how calm his pet dog is during all of this.
Yeah, because his dog knows that those are people. I mean, I don't know, man. I could be wrong. I watch a lot of ghost videos, and I used to live in a haunted house when I was younger. So there's a certain feeling I usually get when it's real, and I'm not getting that feeling here.
By taking a good look at the doors that were seen closing in the video, it also doesn't appear as if they were attached to any strings. So this begs the question, what could possibly have been closing this man's doors?
His roommates?
Let's just hope that if his house does turn out to be haunted, that he moves as far away as he can. A TikTok user named WahidPC uploaded this cryptic and bizarre video to his account in July of 2021, which shows a young boy sitting on the ground at home, playing around and having fun. It seems like a cute and innocent video to begin with, but you know how it goes. The young boy turns around to face the videographer and scoots his way a bit closer, which is adorable. But in the background, what's happening is anything but adorable. Take a look. In a blink and you'll miss it moment, a shadow figure can be seen running right past the doorway, something that not even the uploader seemed to notice at the time, since no words were spoken after it happened. Surely though, upon reviewing the footage, the uploader must have been in for the scare for lifetime, seeing that a fun and cute moment with their young boy was actually quite a bit more sinister than they thought. To this day, nobody is sure what this shadow figure is and what it was doing inside this person's home.
Did you see it? I'll give him this one. This one looks a bit legitimate.
The next time you're playing around with your son, keep your eyes peeled. James Fitzpatrick is having an ordinary day at his workplace, and nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. However, that doesn't last for too much longer when something baffling happens, which causes James to pull out his cell phone camera to document the experience for his followers to witness.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no, 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 no.
Everything's going off.
This ain't fake.
Haywire.
I don't like this.
We got alarms going off.
I don't like this shit.
Out on patrol. Look, there's a fucking poltergeist or some shit in here. Oh, fuck that! Oh, no, 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 fuck this. Holy shit.
If the barrage of flashing lights wasn't enough to freak you or James out, then surely the door slamming shut at full force is enough. James feels so terrified by what is going on that he has to step outside for a moment just to catch his breath and take in everything that has just happened to him in such a short amount of time. Judging by the way James's voice sounds when these incidents were going on, I must say that his fear does sound quite authentic.
Sounds very authentic. As a self-diagnosed scaredy cat myself, this shit real, nigga. This shit was real.
And I would be surprised if this was acting, because this definitely sounds like the voice of a man who is panicked and frightened.
Grown-ass man.
I also wouldn't blame James if he called in sick to work for the next few days in order to get away from the terrifying spirits.
I call in sick for the next couple of years, nigga. Damn that.
That inhabit the workspace.
Poltergeist or some shit in here. Oh, f that! Oh,
yep.
No, f this. Holy shit.
And that was 5 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and
I'm calling bullshit on the first 3, but the last 2, those seem pretty real. The last one, of course, seeming the realest. Damn that. Favorite flaps. Holy fold.
Top 10 scariest ghost videos of the year. I've been getting many requests for quote, scariest clips from all of the top 5 lists. So I figured that this would be the perfect time to feature some of my personal favorites from the last year.
No.
And I'll also tell you what I thought was particularly terrifying about each one.
No.
And in some cases, a few extras that weren't in the original video. So turn off the lights, go full screen, and let's get to it.
No.
Dorm room ghost.
Shit.
A student at Texas A&M University claims that his dorm room was so intensely haunted that he had no choice other than to just move out.
Oh. Can you not? What's going on? What are we doing? Hello? Nobody better than me. Bruno! Who's having sex on my mattress? Who's making sex on these mattresses? These are Maurice's mattresses. David? Oh, jeez! Oh, man! Oh! Don't you slam your dick in this door! Oh, you're doing it. Oh, nigga, they're doing back out the abortions in your bathtub, baby. Get out of there, baby. Run, grab your mini fridge, bitch. Grab your mini fridge, my nigga. Don't run so fast, man. Scare me. Oh.
Now, whether you believe this video is real or simply an elaborate hoax,
nigga, that's real.
I've yet to hear a plausible explanation for how that flying mattress effect could be achieved. So the video definitely deserves its spot in the top 10. Playhouse Ghost. Phil Koch usually investigates haunted places along with his group, the Wisconsin Paranormal Society. But on this investigation of the Alchemist Theater in Bayview, Wisconsin, Phil decides to go it alone to investigate the allegedly very haunted playhouse.
This is the theater. I got a camera set up in this corner here. And I'm just gonna sit. We got a furnace running, so there's sound, but I'm just gonna sit and listen. And just let the camera roll. And I don't know. Let's see what happens.
What's going on?
Sitting here for
a while.
Nothing going on.
What happened?
Something just moved behind me. Jeez.
Replay camera number 2.
Something just moved behind me. Jeez. Okay. I don't see anything. Gotta look here. Holy crap, I don't know if that seat was down.
Phil catches a theater chair that seems to unfold all on its own. He's slightly disturbed by the occurrence,
This
but
one's
it's
not really
nothing
that
compared
scary.
to what he finds in the hallways of the theater's creepy basement.
No, come.
It's 1:15. I haven't heard anything yet.
I don't like this. Can we not?
I haven't even gone back yet to check on the
Hello?
this prop
No.
that's here.
Don't do this.
I'm hearing things walking
Hold
around.
on now.
There's probably tenants upstairs.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
like, it
Is
sounds
that
like
opening
they're
up?
upstairs, but there might be people up there.
Oh.
All right. It's 1:25. I still haven't heard anything besides random creaking. Hello?
Hello?
Anybody in here?
Well, it's us. It's me
besides
this
the people
time.
upstairs.
I assure you, my clothes are on. My balls
No, I'm
are
gonna
now.
look, see if this prop is still back here again.
Is this?
We'll take a look.
Oh shit! It's white women! Run for our lives! It's white women!
Come on. See
Was
if
it?
this prop is still back here again.
Was it white women?
And we'll take a look.
Oh shit! It did look like white women. Oh, that gave me a heart attack.
Come
oh my
on.
god, that almost gets. Oh
That's
god,
not cool.
That's not even okay. That's not cool. I agree with this guy. That's not cool.
Door open?
That's not cool.
No, the door was open. That door was closing.
Don't go back, nigga. Come on, bitch. You just
If anybody's
made
in
it
there
out.
messing with me, I'm gonna kick your ass.
No, you're not, bitch. Oh shit! I'm still not going back there with that. Why he's so brave? White people brave as shit. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing none of
Okay,
this.
I don't see anything.
I'm
in
not
here.
doing this. I would never do this.
Hello?
There's no amount of hot
Hey.
Cheetos, nigga. There's no hot Cheetos. Okay, that's funny. That's not nice. That's fucked up. That's not nice. You gonna kill this guy. You'll kill this white man. That's fucked up.
Cameras.
Yep, there it is.
Out.
Yep, see, that's why I'm not adventurous. I don't go exploring shit. I don't explore shit. Oh.
Cameras. Out.
Understandably, Phil Koch didn't do many ghost
Had
investigations
to grab
after
my
this
emotional
video.
support juice on
But in
that
my
one.
opinion, this is still one of the creepiest and perhaps the funniest ghost clip we featured this year.
That is funny. That's damn
The
funny.
House of Khalil.
I
I featured Jordanian explorer Ehab Kasmia in another video, and for good reason.
This nigga
He has
steal
some of the
dogs?
creepiest ghost hunting
Oh,
videos
shit.
online.
Oh, there, dude.
In this video, he is investigating a place he calls the House of Khalil. As the story goes, a man named Khalil went insane and did away with his entire family in this house before ending
his
his
mom
own
was a candy
life.
lady. You know what I mean?
It is
They
said
always
that
got all the
Khalil's
juice
spirit
pops.
still
They
haunts
got
the
all
home.
all the ring
As
pops.
he explores,
all the juice
Ahab
cups.
begins to hear
You know what I mean?
strange
Like,
noises.
I used to buy emotional
And
support
then
juice from them as a child. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Nigga, that's a
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة من شر ما خلق.
This ain't Skyrim, bitch. You can't use spells on people. There's no Wingardium
Ahab sees
Leviosa.
something that looks like a person peering through the window.
Yeah, that's not good.
But when he runs inside to check, nothing.
That was the mistake.
But the creepy occurrences don't stop there.
Why would he run in to see?
بهاي
I'm
المواقف
not running in to see what that is.
يا قاتل يا مقتول طبعا أعوذ بك
Oh shit. Okay,
يا
now
قاتل
it's
يا
not good.
مقتول
Oh, wait,
أعوذ
run away.
بكلمات الله
Run away.
التامات
Motherfucker, hey, that better be a
بسم
real
الله
good Islam rap
بسم
station
الله
you sing it,
بسم
bitch.
الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Ahab doesn't even seem to notice some of the bizarre events that he catches on camera. At one point, it actually looks like a face is peering at him through a nearby window.
بسم الله تعال.
Is he selling Simile?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Ahab decides to leave and investigate another abandoned
That sounds
house
like
that
that'd
is
be so
directly
good if he
upstairs
crippled
from the
what he
first
said.
one.
But
But he feels like the ghost or djinn of Khalil
You know what I mean? Get
might
a little
have
heel toe
followed
action
him.
popping.
As he
Do real
investigates
good
the
if you
house,
got
he begins to
served.
feel like he can see
You know what I mean?
something lurking
oh, God.
behind him in the mirrors.
Quit playing, bro. They play too much, bro. Bro, you need a hobby. This nigga need a girlfriend, bro. Swear to God, 3 blowjobs, he'll never want to go back to any of these places. You know, doesn't even matter if the female is big or not, man. Just needs 3 consensual blokins, and he'll not ever want to go ghost no more. Either that or like, I don't know, you better find a close arcade, nigga. It's like, all of this extracurricular stuff is extracurricular, bro. Oh.
بسم الله
That's not
بسم
cool,
الله
bro.
الرحمن الرحيم
Come on,
أعوذ
bro.
بكلمات الله التامات أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
A beneficial and a merciful. Nigga, you got a sugar daddy? Motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
بسم الله
This nigga
الرحمن
got a,
الرحيم.
yeah, this nigga got
بسم الله الرحمن
you know what
الرحيم.
I mean? This nigga got a prostitution pappy, man. I'm telling you. Now he's out here selling it. That's why he's
And
saying
after
that stuff.
that
He's trying
chilling
to attract
experience,
himself. Like,
Hab decides to just make a
Ray!
quick exit. Since a Hab's video was featured, his
That's
channel
not
has
Ray.
gained over 4 times the subscribers he had originally, and he's now at 220,000 subscribers.
Good Lord.
I've seen many supposed supernatural channels trying to fake or imitate his Ghost in the Mirror video,
Man, come on, bro.
but none match up to the downright chilling original. Unwelcome guests.
Of course, nobody can match up to that amount of chilledness. The dude that was behind him looks like he's already on the inside. He looks like one of them religious prison videos or something. I don't. Good Lord.
This
No
next
one
clip was
deserves
sent in
that.
to me by John Plymell. He
Well,
says that he and his friend Alan were checking out an abandoned
Obedient
farmhouse near his
females deserve
grandmother's
that, but,
home
you know,
in upstate New York. As you can see,
No man
the
deserves
house is
prison
isolated. It sits
know?
in the middle of nowhere on a barely traveled back road.
Word?
The outside looks like something right out of a horror movie.
Something right out of Bleach.
And the inside is no better. The house is a death trap, full of rot and mold. The upstairs floor is so
Looks like
rotten
the
the two
inside
are
of the
afraid to
devil's
even
vagina
try
in
to
there.
venture up the
You
stairs.
know?
And
Shit.
the basement is piled with garbage.
I didn't even know the devil had a vagina, bro, but if he did, that's what the inside of it would look like. Huh?
That's the basement?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
That's on
It's just
God.
piled up trash.
Don't ask me what I'm standing on.
But then they hear something upstairs.
They hear somebody pooping, somebody dropping pellets, and then upstairs, no toilet.
You're hearing that, right? Like random footsteps?
Floor. Somebody was up there that would fall through.
I don't like this.
You can see f***ing
Yo.
What the fuck?
that I'm going through the door.
No. Get it.
Bro.
Get out. Go. Oh, shit. Run, bitch. Retreat. Pimp down. Officer 6483. Pimp in distress. Oh, they're coming. It's 17 of them. They're blind. They're still screaming. Damn. Get back here and vote my wife.
Now, it's interesting to note that one of the boys mentions that the floor is so rotten that if someone were upstairs, they would fall right through. Because when I was watching the video, I noticed this.
They would fall through.
Nigga, what? Those are eyeballs. Or hairballs?
Through one of the narrow, rotten holes in the floor, it almost looks like someone is staring
definitely a
down
type
at
of
them
balls,
from
but
above.
it's
Or
could be
maybe
eyeballs.
it's just an optical illusion. Either way, the boys did not return to investigate further.
Fuck no! Bro. I ain't going back. Hell no! I think. What am I going back for? Never go
The
back.
fact that John didn't see this strange eye peeking at them at the time, or even when he watched his own video back later, makes the clip especially unnerving.
Never return to
Hider in the
Aspen
house.
Lake.
A
That's
man is
real.
hired to remodel an empty house for resale. But as he works, he begins to hear strange noises coming from somewhere inside. He suspects that a squatter might have taken up residence in the empty home.
Doing this cabinet crown. And I think there's a squatter in this house. I think it's in here. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello? Maurice not the das, nigga. Police not be das, my nigga. Huh? No, uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Nigga, half.
Anybody here?
No. Is that not what we're doing?
Hello?
Oh, shit. It costs to live like this. It's a good year. Yes. It's 82. The finely marinated 82, as it were. Oh, that's not good. Nigga, you don't see that? Nigga, hold on now.
Hello?
Hey, don't do that. Whoa. No. 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 No! No.
Who is it?
Oh my God. Bitch. Wow, you gonna leave us? I don't like this part. Somebody breathing on us? Something moving? Nigga, is that something on it? Coming out the ceiling? Nick. Wow.
Eventually, the man works up the courage to come back and retrieve his dropped phone. The carpenter says that he will never go back inside the house again.
You think?
He claims, quote, "There is something evil in that home." Whether there's something evil in the house or not, the suspense in this video keeps you on the edge of your seat right till the end. So that's why it earns a spot in the top 10 scariest ghost videos of the year. A Place of Nightmares. Over a 6-month period, Colombian Twitter user Don Paramo recounted a very chilling story which took place in his new apartment. Paramo's spooky Twitter tale starts when he moves into a new apartment with his cat Octavio.
Octavio, salude.
Hola.
He was amazed that he had been able to find such a spacious, fully furnished apartment with a private balcony for such a low price. But things soon took a turn toward the bizarre. His cat Octavio, who is usually very friendly and gentle, becomes withdrawn and aggressive.
Oh, shit. Well, fuck you. Hey, I put food in your bowl. I tell people nice things about you. All right? Hey.
Paramo finds objects move from one place to another and starts to hear strange sounds at night, especially in his bedroom.
In your bedroom.
Me he olvidado contarles lo de la cama. Resulta que me mudé acá y pues, como les dije, había los muebles, está una cama de cedro. Y resulta que 2 veces me he despertado porque escucho que alguien ronca durísimo a mi lado. Y pues cuando me despierto, pues obviamente nadie puede estar roncando porque vivo solo. Pero los ronquidos se escuchan durísimo.
Don Paramo even says that sometimes he wakes up feeling as if someone...
He's fondling that cat. The reason why it's acting aggressive, it's been fondled with. I learned that from Drewski. I be watching the show where people be living in his head. It could have been, but that's neither here nor there. That cat has obviously been tinkered on. You know what I'm saying? Damn it. Y'all trying to spin me. Shit. Damn it.
Someone has nudged or touched him in his sleep.
Have they?
He talks to a neighbor and learns that a mentally disturbed man named Tito passed away in his apartment. He died in the very same bed that Don Paramo has been sleeping in. The man's body wasn't found by the landlord until weeks after his death.
Damn, nigga.
By this time, on his Twitter account, Don Paramo has built up a large following. After many audience requests, he decides to do a live Periscope stream from his apartment. What happens on the live stream shocks everyone viewing to their core. First, everything is going fine. Don Paramo gives a casual live tour of his home. But 3 minutes into the stream, things take a turn towards the horrific.
Y más cosas. Y lo otro que encontré nuevo fue como un hueco que hay en la parte de afuera. Por la parte de la terraza hay una especie de hueco que no sé a dónde va y se los voy a mostrar.
Did you see it?
You think?
Watch again.
Nigga. That's exactly how the guy died. No.
As Don Paramo passes by his bedroom, someone or something seems to be lying in his bed. Something dark and terrifying. Paramo doesn't even notice and continues his house tour. Later, when he returns to the bedroom, the bed is empty and there is no evidence that anything was ever there.
At least it didn't leave no shit.
No, acá no hay nada. Pues Octavio estaba aquí, pero se salió nada más. Yo salí. Bueno.
Don Paramo's story about the strange feeling that someone was sleeping next to him, and then this dark shape in his bed, makes for one of the creepiest stories and one of the strangest live feeds I've ever seen.
Okay, there he is, in the window again.
Oh, it's like going down a roller coaster at Cedar Point. Didn't even know that.
Alright, I'm out of here.
Now, if you're wondering why Kent's reaction is so casual in a situation that would absolutely horrify most of us, well, he says he's had hundreds of these bizarre encounters while living in his haunted home.
Hope you guys say something or do something. Oh my God! No!
Dang it! Oh, every time.
To see all of Kent's ghost investigations, check out his channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. The Cage. In the small town of St. Osyth in Essex, UK, there is a very old abandoned prison called The Cage. The prison is unique in that for over 400 years, it served as a jail to confine and execute women convicted of witchcraft. Paranormal researcher Brian Mack and his crew went to the site to perform an investigation into the supposed supernatural activity in the prison. While there, the crew said that they heard strange footsteps and whispers. Lights turned on and off by themselves, and members of the crew were bitten or pinched by something that they couldn't see. The experience was so frightening that some crew members actually refused to continue with the investigation. But the creepiest and most bizarre experience of all came when Brian Mack's team attempted to perform a seance while Brian observed from the other room.
Face has completely changed. Doesn't even look like a person.
Nigga.
Right, Debbie,
Look
you
at
come
her
down here
face.
for a minute, please. Oh, that was weird, man. Her eyes were black.
As the seance begins, one of the women's face seems to transform and contort in a horrifying way. Her nose seems to grow and her mouth curves into a bizarre, inhuman grin.
Face has completely changed. Doesn't even look like a person.
Right, Debbie, you need to come down here for a minute, please. Oh, that was weird, man. Her eyes were black.
The researchers become worried and call the woman out of the room. It was later found that even though the woman had been wearing several layers of thick clothing, she had a bizarre burn mark down the back of her neck. After the investigation, the woman says that she had horrible nightmares and experienced strange things around her home.
Ooh.
As for why this video was included in the scariest videos list, well, this face. And I think that's all the explanation needed. When horror becomes horror. This next clip was sent in to me by Andrew Barahona, a filmmaker for Board Film Studios. Andrew was filming a scene for a horror movie in the historic and allegedly very haunted Doña Ana County Courthouse in New Mexico. In the scene they are filming, the actress Chelsea is meant to be acting overcome with fear, because in the movie scene a killer is supposed to be stalking her through the building's hallways. But acting frightened soon turns into very real terror.
Yeah.
filmmaker and the actress are the only ones on the 3rd floor of the courthouse. But suddenly a startling and very real door slam can be heard from somewhere nearby. Then both of them hear some very odd whispering that sounds like it's right in the room with them.
Wait, turn like that.
And so at the time, I had the camera in my hand, and I almost reacted immediately when I heard it. It was like it was next to me. And so she said she saw something behind me, and we just booked it.
Wait, turn like that.
Now, of course, since this clip came from a professional filmmaker, I was especially skeptical. But I think the footage, along with their very believable reactions, speaks for itself. A terrifying tour. This next video is especially unique because it doesn't involve your typical group of ghost hunters. This video was taken by Adelaide's Haunted Horizons Ghost Tours. This tour group is exploring the supposedly haunted Tailem Town Church in South Australia. The people that you see in this video are all random tour participants, not paranormal researchers. They have no reason to fake their reactions. So, first the tour group's camera and light batteries begin to drain mysteriously. Then very strange things begin to happen to the tour participants.
Oh, what? He just let down his chair. It felt like something sat on the chair and it vibrated, and then it felt like something like that.
Oh, okay. So that was that night. Then, as I said, it noised in my ear.
What?
Somebody just beat it right from him.
He's on the leg. What is it?
Whoop that trick.
Seriously?
What?
That just felt like something just touched fire and
Oh,
back.
God. Aaron hasn't moved from his spot. He can't reach from it. He's kind of crazy like that. He looks hell weird.
Yeah. Are you alright?
I'm good. No, but you're not reacting or anything. She's petrified and you're not even. You're just chilling.
If you don't feel right, if you get irritable, if you get angry, if you get anxious.
What are you staring at? What's wrong? Wait, what's wrong? Wait.
Are you wrong?
He's crying. No, please don't. No, tell us.
Just before you even started.
Yeah. You.
And if you think maybe that guy was just a bit unstable or perhaps having a bad day, well, he's not the only tour member who has a very frightening experience.
Just stop tours completely
That way, I guess he didn't want to come back.
because
What's going on?
it would spoil the game.
It's got like something touched me again.
Your hand is shaking like crazy.
That's
how I have been since I came in here.
I'm sick.
You feel sick as well?
Yeah.
I felt sick and I felt sad when I said something. Well, we can either keep going or we can call it a quit.
No, I think this is what
Is this what you come for?
Yeah, it's what we signed up for.
This is quite an active time in here.
Later in the video, in another area of the church, a tour member says he feels like he's been hit hard in the shoulder by some unseen force. Unfortunately, the camera only catches the audio of the event.
I can't see anything. There's no.
What? That's my shoulder. What? Like here. Oh, jeez. Okay, it was not like you like. I'm good. Like shoved me forward. Yeah.
I heard the knock behind you.
He has a scratch on him.
There's a still camera on.
I don't know. It should be up the front. Where is the scratch?
On my shoulder. See this here?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Look how well it shows up on this.
Oh,
It
yeah.
shows right in that photo.
Yeah, that's going to be better than any of
Hold on,
the
I'll just hold it down for a second.
Look at that, Ryan. Oh. Are you sort of freaked out by that? Because I'm like really.
Jesus.
But in the end, no worries. All of the ghost tour participants made it out okay. Now, none of these people were so-called professional ghost hunters. They were simply tourists. So they had nothing to gain from acting scared, making this video one of the most believable pieces of paranormal evidence I've ever seen, and earning it a top spot. So that's the top 10 scariest videos of the year. As always, I'm certainly not trying to convince you that any of the clips are real. So it's up to you. Are these real ghosts caught on camera? Or is each and every one of them just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Top 10 ghosts caught on camera. The unexplainable exploration. Now, as with most Japanese videos, the source of this next recording is unknown. But in the footage, we see a guy exploring an abandoned building somewhere in Japan. He quickly realizes that he's made a huge mistake.
Oh boy.
He encounters something truly terrifying.
Real huge mistake. How terrifying. Can we not see it? Don't show us. What are you doing? I already don't like it. Help. Oh, I don't do this. Basement. You're killing us. Please don't turn off the music. Oh, we're screwed. We're screwed. We're screwed. Help. Help us. Help us. Help us, hoes. What are we doing? Oh God, that's not good. Run away! You ain't running yet? Run, stupid! Just hanging, my nigga. What you gonna talk to it?
The explorer is frozen in fear as he sees a woman strangely swaying back and forth in a room. He repeatedly and carefully peeks around the door at the woman, when suddenly she appears much closer and seems to just charge at him. Understandably, he runs for his life. Now at first, whoever this woman is appears to be a very strange and very real person. But when we take a closer look at the footage, we can see that the woman actually emerges right out of a solid wall. But is it real? Or is it just a very creepy hoax?
Very real.
Again, you decide.
Yeah, you decide, you run.
The Ghosts of the River Inn. In its day, the River Inn in Reno, Nevada was a popular spot for the elite of Nevada to rest and bathe in its natural hot springs. For decades, the River Inn thrived as a popular resort. But underneath its happy facade, there were many dark tales of drownings, murder, and mysterious disappearances. It is said that the mafia had a financial stake in the River Inn, and that anyone who had a, quote, accident at the River Inn, well, they just seemed to disappear. The River Inn closed its doors under mysterious circumstances around 1983 and was left abandoned. Cut to 2022, and today the old River Inn has new owners, Dana and Lawrence. During their stay at the inn, both the owners and their workers have experienced terrifying supernatural activity. Paranormal investigators Ryan, River, Nick, and Wyatt from the YouTube channel Twin Paranormal are invited to investigate the allegedly haunted River Inn. At the end, the team is told the story of a man named Ray who was a long-term resident and caretaker of the hotel, along with his wife, Janet. The couple lived happily at the inn for many years until Ray tragically passed away in his room from accidental morphine poisoning. Just before her own death, Ray's wife Janet swore that she saw her loving husband on the hotel property. The team heads inside to explore the ground floor of the hotel where Ray and Janet used to live.
Ray, if this is you, please give us a sign.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do BB.
What the f? Whoa. What was that?
I didn't catch
EMF?
What?
The EMF just went crazy.
Yeah, I heard it.
Ray, are you in here?
Can you not be?
You good?
There's no one in there.
Oh! Whoa! The f was that?
Is there someone in there?
What the f was that?
You're kidding. You're kidding.
Don't do this, Takashi.
Hello?
Takashi, don't.
Hang on.
That just scared the crap out of me. That was right behind me.
The guys decide to head upstairs to the second floor in hopes of making contact with the spirits of Ray and Janet. But what happens next is downright chilling.
Did you just hear that?
What?
Were you me?
What was that?
I so hope I caught it.
Maybe
I swear to God, I just heard a woman go.
Okay. It's us. What happened?
I'm not.
I heard shuffling after it.
Did you just hear that? It's us. I was balling. No. Oh!
You okay? Was that? You okay? I sure just had someone whisper right there next to me, dude. Yeah. Are you okay? Holy shit. Are you okay? I'm fine. Where was it? Right here.
I heard that. I'm telling you, someone.
Yeah, whoa.
Someone was talking, dude. I heard that.
Do you not want us in here? We mean you no harm.
I totally heard that.
I'm shaking so bad right now.
Easy.
Holy shit. I heard a thump.
Holy. Y'all about to get y'all cheeks ran, bruh.
What kind of whisper did you hear?
I don't
Any words?
know exactly what it said. Maybe this caught it, but I'm even scared to be right here, man.
I don't do this.
I straight heard a lady.
I don't do this.
Okay, look. When I'm leaning up here,
Tassi, run!
I had my ear right here. Right.
Do come on.
Facing this way. Okay. And I heard it, like someone just say something to me.
Can you freestyle?
Again! Hey! Again! Guys! Again, did you not just hear that?
Yes, I
Please
did.
tell me
I heard that. I heard that one.
Who is that?
What do you mean, who?
What are you trying to say?
It's us. I
The
was
voice of a
ballin'.
woman can be heard saying,
okay. I'm just trying to beat them Chiefs in. I'm just trying to pipe, bitch.
Then River hears someone whispering and gasping in his ear.
Beat your back late night.
Again! Hey! Again!
Pipe
Guys!
like I fixed it. Pipe
But
like I hit the
the guys
shit.
have no
Pipe like
idea
you
what they
don't
are
pay my
about to
bills.
capture
Pipe,
as they
pipe.
decide to use the spirit box to get more answers. A static camera recording downstairs films something shocking.
Can you tell us where we are?
Where are we?
Oh my god. That was right below.
No, that's a hand. That's a whole human hand, bro.
Oh my god. That was right below.
Are you downstairs?
I am! I am! 100%.
Do you want us to go back down there?
A dark, translucent hand clutches at the doorframe of one of the downstairs hotel rooms. Meanwhile, Ryan hears a noise from below and asks if the entity that they are talking to is downstairs. The spirit box answers, I am. So did the guys capture the ghost of Ray on camera? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire investigation of the historic River Inn over on the YouTube channel, Twin Paranormal. Unconfined. This next video was sent in by a Nuke's Top 5 viewer who wishes to remain anonymous. He explains in his email that he works as a corrections officer at a federal prison in Kentucky that holds over 700 inmates that are kept in lockdown 24/7. But late one night at around 4 a.m., a hallway security camera starts to capture movement in one of the hallways. He takes out his phone and begins to record the CCTV feed.
Fred, there's no f***ing doors open and you can't even see it.
Oh my god.
And he wasn't even back there.
Oh, his neck.
Where was he at?
His
He
neck.
was at 5:31. Like he was up. Like no doors are open. Like, you can't see Landrum. And then boom.
The officer and his co-workers have no idea who or what this could be, as no one could have been standing in that hallway. At the time, the other guard on duty was far away in an entirely different part of the prison. So, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments.
I think you're working at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza,
An unholy
nigga.
attachment.
Make it a
Now,
whole
these
new
next
job,
videos
baby.
were shared to the internet by Diego Spikers, who might seem familiar to you as I featured him once before. Diego claims that he recently moved into a new apartment in Colombia with his wife and has experienced terrifying activity ever since.
Oh, they watching Rick and Morty.
Uy, marica, venga. Pichiñero, rápido. Marica, perro, lo grabé, ñero, lo grabé, venga.
We're gonna edit that out. We're gonna edit that one out. Drew, cut the line.
Since that time, Diego made the shocking discovery that he had a sister named Maria who died at a very young age. He believes that this could be the spirit that is haunting him. Also recently, Diego's niece Amy has come to live with him and his wife. Unfortunately, the paranormal presence seems to have attached itself to little Amy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, slumber party, bitch, what you doing? Oh, hell no.
Maria.
Maria, Maria. Oh, hell no. Call CPS.
Amy is fast asleep in bed when a childlike figure can be seen standing on her bed. When Diego yanks at the sheet, it vanishes into thin air. Only a few days later, in the middle of the night, Diego hears strange childlike laughter coming from his living room.
Absolutely
When
not.
he goes to investigate, he is shocked to his core.
Give a baby back, bitch. Give a baby back, bitch. Call CPS. Oh!
Amy.
Slap her. Slap the shit out this little bitch. Bitch, we all think about fucking with these ghosts.
Amy.
Amy appears to be asleep, sitting with her back to the TV stand. But two pale, skinny arms seem to be reaching out from the TV cabinet and playing with her hair. The hands quickly disappear when Diego approaches his niece and attempts to wake her. Diego says that Amy has no recollection of what happened, but he is fearful that the activity in his home is becoming more intense every day. But what do you think? Is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
I'll make another one.
You decide.
Nigga, you ain't gonna stop
Brothers
upload.
Keeper. Paranormal investigators Victor, Paolo, and Samuel from the YouTube channel Investigação Sobrenatural are contacted by a distraught woman. She claims she's been violently haunted since her brother passed away from an accidental overdose in the bathroom of her family home in Brazil. She believes that her brother never left and that his tormented soul is angry and is attacking her and her family. The woman, whose identity is kept anonymous, says that she believes that the stress of the haunting led to her mother's recent passing. Soon after their arrival, the investigators begin to witness the violent poltergeist activity for themselves.
Olha, pelo que eu entendi, né? Seu irmão tá fazendo manifestação aqui, o clima tá muito pesado. Não precisa chorar, fica calmo, fica tranquilo, tá bom? Deixa eu ver.
You good, bitch? I mean, lady.
Olha, vai ficar tudo bem. Você falou que o seu irmão morreu aqui nessa casa, né? Tiraram a vida dele dentro de um banheiro. Tem como me mostrar onde foi esse banheiro? Esse aqui, né?
Why don't you just move, bitch?
Aí já começou. Por favor, minha mãe morreu. Como você vai me deixar em paz?
Calma.
You saying this shit to him is the reason why he won't go, stupid.
Meu Deus, cara. Calma. Respira fundo.
Goofy bitch.
Respira fundo.
Goofy bitch.
Calma. Ó, ele só quer assustar, entendeu? Só quer te deixar desequilibrado, entendeu? Quer fazer com que a gente fique assustado, entendeu? Nervoso. Respira fundo, fica calmo, entendeu? Pense em Deus, pense em coisas boas, tá bom? Tá bom? Respira fundo.
A gente tá aqui contigo.
Isso, calma. Viu? Ele só quer tentar assustar a gente. É só mais um desequilibrado, só isso, tá certo? Você tem condição de continuar? É porque é importante. Tem, não tem? Pronto. Me mostra como foi que o seu irmão faleceu. Calma. Pera. Calma, fica calmo.
Respira, entendeu? Olha pra mim, ó. Foi isso, Victor.
O espelho quebrou sozinho. Meu Deus.
Registrou isso, câmera.
I'm not going nowhere near them glass shards, bruh.
Vai, filma aí.
Tu viu isso?
Nope.
Olha isso também, Paulo. É isso que é pra cuidar.
Tem um espelho também, o espelho. Aí. É isso, gente. Meu Deus.
Ei, caminho.
Esse não, pega uma cadeira aí. Tá vendo essa cadeira?
Respira, respira, respira. Ó, vai ficar tudo bem, tá? Pense em coisas boas, coisas positivas. Né? Foca em Deus. Olha pra mim, olha pra mim. Olha pra mim. Né? Pense em coisas boas, tá bom?
Put her titty, like if she feeling stressed, she put her titty in my hand and then she feel better. That's real.
Vem.
Pizza and put your titty in my hand. Pizza, put your titty in my hand. Switching, back and forth.
Ó.
Stress go way low. You know? See, now you gotta put both titties in my hand. You know what I mean? See, like, after a while.
Calma, calma, respira.
You know what I mean? Like, you just get. You know?
Kitchen plates fall and cookware begins to shake. Then when the woman points out where the bathroom is, something appears to almost punch at her through the curtain. A mirror in the bathroom breaks into pieces, but when they check the room, there's no one there. The woman becomes so upset from the incident that the investigators decide to have her leave. Now, in an attempt to calm the angry spirit, the men gather around a table where the man's body was temporarily placed before his burial. They light candles on the table and begin to discuss the situation. But then, things just get weirder.
Só pra vocês não julgar, viu?
Teve desespero, né, amigo, quando ela ficou? Chorando.
Chorando, ela teve que sair, ela saiu às pressas daqui.
Bem melhor, pessoal, ela sai.
Tá aí, gente, ó. Aí é pra vocês verem, né, ó. Direto, acontece. Pega ajuda aqui, não. Pega, calma, respira. Respira, segura aqui a fumadora, segura.
The door slams open and the team's cameraman drops to the floor from an extreme panic attack. The investigators look after him, and after a necessary break, they continue their investigation. In an attempt to calmly communicate with the aggressive spirit, Investigator Paolo volunteers to lie down on the table in hopes of creating a connection with the spirit.
Aí, tu tem certeza que quer fazer isso?
Mexicans don't!
Eu tô curioso porque eu quero que ele consiga entender qual é o nosso objetivo, né? Porque a gente estamos aqui, entendeu? Porque na mente dele, ele acha que a gente está provocando, né? Ele está expulsando a gente.
Man, Mexican people supposed to be the industrious people, bro. You ain't supposed to do this shit.
E tentar comunicação, né? Pelo menos
Like, get your cheeks
uma
red,
comunicação mais amigável, né?
As Paolo is explaining his intention, what looks like a ghostly apparition seems to appear behind team member Victor.
Oh my God.
Paolo lies down on the table, and what happens next is downright terrifying.
That's your
Se
ass,
você
Mr.
quiser se
Postman.
materializar em cima do Paulo, pode se apresentar aqui, né? Concentre sua energia. Se quiser pegar no braço do Paulo, na perna dele, no pescoço do Paulo, né? Vai, Paulo. Fica à vontade.
So y'all some freaks.
Se concentra.
Y'all trying to do a snuff
Tenta
film.
pegar no pescoço do Paulo.
Nasty shit. Yeah, OnlyFans, bitch. Yeah.
Meu Deus do céu.
Yeah.
Olha,
Let it ride sideways on these niggas.
Você não vai assustar a gente, entendeu? Deus é poderoso, Deus é maior que você. Você não é maior que Deus. Você não é maior que Deus. Você não é maior que Deus. Deus é muito maior que você. Você não vai assustar a gente. Você não vai assustar a gente.
Jelly and Wonder Bread everywhere, and then it comes the grease baby chicken.
Olha isso, ó.
That's when stuff gets nasty.
Filma isso, câmera. Tô me tremendo todinho. Olha esse susto que eu levei.
Drawers from a cabinet violently slam open and closed on their own. Now the previously fearless ghost investigators seem to get just a little bit rattled by the extreme activity. They are completely unsure how to continue. And not long after this incident, they decide to leave the property. So what do you think is going on in this family home in Brazil? Could this really be the brother's spirit lashing out at his own family from the great beyond? Or could there be something a bit more sinister haunting this house? Let me know down in the comments. The Ohio Ghost Girl.
Oh.
Multiple residents of Mentor, Ohio have reported seeing what appears to be an all-white apparition of a young girl running at a very fast speed. The following video was recorded late at night just outside Bellflower Elementary School.
Oh my God. So when the grease baby chickens come in, And then that's when Britney
Now, what makes
Spears
this story
followed
especially
after.
bizarre is that so
Yelling,
many
"Do your
residents
pussy,
reported
bitch,"
seeing
like
this
she got a
running
night
girl
with her and
that
stuff,
multiple
you know what I
police
mean?
units were sent out to search the area,
Crazy, but she
even though
old,
there
but
were
she
no
still look
reports
good.
of
She
any
got the
missing
night.
children in the area
Now
at
it's
the
gonna be
time.
mad sexy. I'ma sell the tapes for like
One
40
police
bucks a
officer
piece.
says that he actually saw the running girl. In his police report, he says, quote, "I was surprised by what I saw. The person appeared to be a small child, but running rather erect and too quickly for a child," unquote. The officer then says that he pursued the running girl, but she seemed to disappear into thin air.
No.
Police checked the entire area, but no girl was ever found. So is this supernatural or just an insanely fast 7-year-old?
Well,
Let me know what you think. A night of terror. Juan and his pregnant wife Nicole said that they recently experienced the most terrifying night of their lives. A night that they say changed them forever. The couple, who live in Ecuador, are getting ready for bed when things take a terrifying turn.
Es que todo fue tan rápido.
Gotta get that one pregnant.
Todo fue tan rápido.
Good job.
Mira, todo estaba tranquilo. Ni
She
medio
probably
nada,
cook
no sé como
food.
que-
Probably
algo
do what he
que
say.
sentía, algo, no sé por qué.
Definitely gotta get that one pregnant.
Mira, no, esa me creo que. ¿Lo viste? ¿Viste? Mírame la piel. Mira, me peluqué.
Entonces sí, pues mira ahí.
And we got, hey, look. That's a weighted blanket, baby. That's just how it works.
Empieza a desesperar ahí.
It's a weighted blanket. There's no reason to be mad. Look,
Bro, es que eso no
I'm
es-
buff. I got
eso no, te
tattoos.
lo juro, eso no creo.
We're gonna be good.
Mira ahí, mira, o sea, lo que
No.
viene es corto ahora mismo.
No,
No lo
fuck
como
that.
lo puedo.
Oh! Baby, run! It's Dio from the Matrix!
Mira, ahí llevamos una china.
Oh,
Mira,
you got me, nigga!
Eso es lo que. eso
Run,
es lo que la
bitch!
puso mal ahí.
No,
Eso
not
es
my
lo que la
bitches!
puso mal, hermano.
Run, bitch!
Esas cosas que se ven por ahí así. No sé, mira.
Not my bitches!
Mira cómo comienzan a salir más cosas.
Save your vagina. I mean,
yeah.
female.
Todo ahí de una sola.
Oh,
Todo de una sola.
no, that is.
No, es que
My
no,
back.
eso termina todo, loco, es que es en toda la casa, o sea, él tiene que salir rápido de la casa, yo ya le dije. Sí, es en toda la casa.
Yo, he a real one, huh? I'd have dropped this bitch and ran. Oh shit, hey, while she pregnant.
Mira, ahí es que ya no puede si la bajo en
Oh.
peso, pues la bajo en peso.
Oh!
Mira, oye, mira.
Oh,
Mira.
hold on, bitch. Okay, look, what key is it? Lefty loosey right. Oh, I dropped the thing.
Mira, ahí ya ya cae, ahí mira, ahí ya no puede más la china.
It's not that bad.
Mira.
Wow, that was my television, you asshole ghost. I spent money on that, you little
O
shit.
sea, es en toda la casa, hermano.
Run, bitch.
Es toda la casa.
Hey,
Toda
go.
la casa, hermano.
That's how you do that shit.
Toda la casa, o sea.
Yeah, save the
Ni siquiera
bitches.
pretendo que Juan que se lleve esas cosas.
Gotta save the, especially if she's pregnant, gotta save her. Oh shit. That nigga shooting.
Sigue todo.
That nigga
Sigue
mad.
todo, yo tampoco, sigue todo.
What are you
Sigue todo, hermano,
tripping
sigue
for?
todo.
Like, is my nigga on, is he okay?
Out of nowhere,
Is he
the couple's
good?
blanket is
Like-
yanked away by something they can't see. The couple is terrified and jump out of bed, and things only get worse. Juan and Nicole both appear to be physically shoved and thrown around by something that they can't see. Then as they make a run for the door, objects, furniture, and appliances move and fall without explanation. At the end of the video, Nicole seems to be in such distress that her husband has to carry her out the door. Now, as with any alleged paranormal video, this recording could very well be a hoax. But if the objects in the video were being moved with wires, it seems that it would be almost impossible as so many things in the room are moving. Also, Juan walks through the bedroom many times, and he doesn't seem to be carefully avoiding any wires or strings. So is it real,
That's a good dude,
or is
man.
it all just a very elaborate
I like
hoax?
that guy. This dude fought a ghost to save his female, man. I like that. That's commendability. Me, if a chick ain't pregnant, I'll leave that hoe like they did Otis in Walking Dead, baby. I'll save me, and I go out a window.
Letchworth. In this next video, recorded by Sierra Rose, she and her two friends are exploring the abandoned and infamously haunted Letchworth Village Asylum located in Rockland County, New York. Long ago, the old asylum was a house of horrors for its residents. Patients were severely mistreated and neglected by the hospital staff.
They get peed on.
Asylum residents who passed away were simply buried in a nearby field. As the three explorers wander the decaying hallways of the asylum, Sierra captures something truly bizarre.
Ooh, that's hot.
Oh, I'm freaking out.
Okay, that's not good.
You guys,
that wasn't good.
A shadow appears to move from left to right in a doorway. Sierra doesn't notice the odd shadow figure, but seems to get a strange feeling as she comments that she is, quote, freaking out. Now, whether this is a paranormal event or just a very strange trick of the light, I leave that up to you to decide. The thing in the water. A man who was doing some lake fishing off the coast of Brazil claims that some strange sea creature with glowing eyes tried to attack his boat.
Word?
He fled, revving his boat to full speed, but the creature pursued him.
Sing, bitches. Oh! Oh, shit! That's a seal, bro. That's a seal, nigga. It's a very black seal. It's a very ominous looking seal. But I really hope that's a seal. Come on, cuz. That's a seal, my nigga. That's a seal, my nigga. That ain't no beast. That seal is loose. My nigga nasty with it. Really hope that's a seal. That's a seal. Gotta be a seal. Just because you put dramatic music on it don't mean you got chased by a Loch Ness monster, my nigga. You ain't get chased by Nessie. Huh? That's a seal. That's gotta be a seal. That's a seal, bro. Come on, bro.
Now, some online video viewers were shocked by what they saw.
That's a seal,
they
bitch.
believed the beast was obviously a ferocious sea creature, but other viewers thought that the animal could simply be a large dolphin or maybe a seal. So just what do you think this large thing is? Let me know. The disappearance. Italian paranormal investigation team Inquieto TV traveled to what was once the dormitory of an old abandoned brick factory. The story goes that the workers at the brick factory were exploited by the wealthy owner for years and worked in extremely dangerous conditions, until one day they decided to form a workers' union and rebel against the rich factory owner. Mysteriously, or perhaps not so mysteriously, all of the workers who joined the union suddenly disappeared, never to be seen again. Many believe that the workers' union members met a terrible fate, but no evidence was ever found. Former factory workers and local townspeople believe that the brick factory dormitory is haunted by the workers' tormented souls. Inquieto TV explores the old building, but other than some creepy, unexplained sounds, they don't experience much of anything. At least, that's what they thought. When they review their footage later, they find that one of their cameras accidentally captured something truly chilling.
I bet y'all are shut the fuck up and do your jobs next time.
Che cazzo è quella roba?
Employee, bitches. Do the
Non so,
word.
vedo tipo... Che cazzo è quella?
Must. Yeah. And or onward fast. Instead, Insteadward fast. I don't know the other words. I don't. High hole silver. I don't know.
Oh, che cazzo? Che è successo? Ancora?
Le catene.
La stanza...
Le catene di
Ma la
nuovo.
stanza con la freccia.
Praticamente non ci resta più nulla da vedere, è finito. Comunque ci sta una puzza di incenso assurda.
Mamma raga, veramente.
Ma sembra pure.
È forte.
While exploring, the group discovers a strange chalice just sitting in the middle of the floor in one of the decaying rooms. They film the bizarre out-of-place artifact and then decide to move on. But as they leave the room, the cameraman lowers his camera before turning it off. His camera, now upside down, accidentally catches the chalice mysteriously catching fire. The team's backs are turned as they leave the room and they don't even notice the flames. Soon after, the group decides to call it a night and just head home. But that's not all that the Inquieto TV team captured at the abandoned brick factory. Their YouTube viewers pointed out something else that they missed during their investigation. Something downright creepy.
Matto, avete sentito? Ma di nuovo?
No, they got that white girl that interviewed Drake.
Ma era da sopra o sotto qua? Io non ho capito qui se... sembrava...
Non è che cade a pezzi. C'era tutto in testa.
Sembrava tipo provenire dalla fine del corridoio.
Ma non è chiuso il corridoio, scusa.
Il corridoio dovrebbe essere chiuso. Non abbiamo visto quella stanza. Alma, mi hai fatto prendere un colpo.
Oddio.
Vieni qua. Il capo 2 per adesso è tranquillo. Io vorrei entrare in quel buco, ragazzi.
A dark, mist-like figure appears at the end of the hallway, moving from left to right before disappearing into thin air. Moments later, the figure briefly materializes again in the same hall. The Inquieto TV team are shocked by what they captured and say that they didn't notice anything unusual at the time. So, is this mysterious apparition the ghost of one of the workers who disappeared long ago?
More than likely.
I leave it up to you. Just for all of you who stuck around till the end of this video, here's a spooky extra clip. Now, this video didn't make it into the top 10 because, well, it's a little too good, if you know what I mean. No. But it's one of the creepiest Japanese ghost videos I've ever seen.
Oh, hell no! Run, bitch! Who's that ghost bitch in the window? Hope you guys enjoyed the video, because Lord knows I just did not. Twisms.